Oh, you
I've been.
taking the lead, Jay. Jay, it's on you.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top. Yeah.
Low bass, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'ma tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. How do we wake up in the morning and start arguing, Jay?
I don't know.
It's your fault.
that
But good
is.
morning, everybody. Welcome to Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Minus the main legend, Michael Sean.
Yeah. Mike's traveling from a gig, so Mike should be back hopefully tomorrow, if not later today. Good morning, Kathy Black. So yeah, we were arguing. I said, Shiny, all right, Mike's not here right now, so Shiny, go ahead and take the lead. You know, you're the radio vet. Shiny said, no, Jay, you do it. I don't want to open up the break. This is Shiny, you know, Shiny's got. But no, we here. We got a lot to talk about today. You know, a lot. I like you here though.
Oh, thank you.
I
this
see
is my Valentine.
Last time I said I liked you
hair.
here, I got in trouble. I don't know if I can. If I can say I liked you here. You say that's your Valentine's Day special?
It's my Valentine's Day hair. Yeah.
It's the curl. Got that Mary J. Blige curl.
Yeah, I got the Mary J. Blige going. Got the color going. You know, it's what's up. I like it.
You like it? I love it. You like it? I love it. Kathy Black, good morning.
Hey,
Ashley Newman. Mark is up early with us. Mark,
happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Well, is it really happy for some people? But yeah, happy Valentine's Day for the couples and people. Because I seen a lot of memes. I'm my Valentine's Day is with me, or it's just another day. Like with people that single really don't want to hear Happy Valentine's Day. That's
I enjoy Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day. Single or not, I enjoy Valentine's Day.
That's right. You are
Thank
single.
you, Kathy.
So
yeah.
So what does a single? Okay, I guess we can get into that a little later. What does a single person do on Valentine's Day?
Well, I'm going to the comedy show tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to see. Hi, Miss Lavish Wink. She provides my eyelashes for me. Lavish Wink. Check her out. And she actually hooked me up with the chick that made this wig. So this is a wig that I had installed. So it's like glued to my head or stuck to my head, some kind of way. But it's really nice. I like it. And the girl that did it is on our page. But what's up, Janelle?
You said wig is glued to you. I thought wigs you're supposed to have like. See, I'm a guy and I don't get it. I know y'all have the little wave cap underneath, stocking cap or whatever it is, like the pantyhose or whatever, and then the wig go on top of that, and it can come on and off. You saying they got wigs that's more secure? You can't move it.
Well, I can move. Like if I want to pull it off, I can. But she put some stuff on it at the front, at the top, and it makes it stay in place. And so at night I just tie it down. But I mean, it's probably gonna come off Thursday or something like that.
Yeah, no, it look good though. I would think it's your hair, but you know, you said it's a wig, so I believe.
Oh yeah, I'll be transparent. Yeah, this is a wig. These are bundles. She made it for me, so she made it like my hair because that's what I wanted. But getting this saved me 20 minutes this morning.
Oh, just
because I didn't have to, do nothing to my hair.
She said that
Tavante Stevenson is who made it. Yeah, Tavante.
Nice. Okay, shout out to Tavante. I don't know, but yeah, Tavante. No, but it looks good. It looks nice.
So
good morning, Kelly J. She got
ready for the comedy show tonight.
And you got the lashes on by Lavish Winks.
By Lavish Winks.
Yes. Comedy show tonight.
Lamar Jones at the Arlington Improv. Lamar Jones and I can't remember who. I don't know if you saw Lamar when you and Mo came. I don't know if he was on the ticket with Mike that night. I mean, you remember like Lamar is crazy. Oh my God, he is so crazy. He always has my sides laughing. Yes.
One of those comedians.
Yes. Oh my, he has my sides hurting from laughing so hard. I be leaned all over. I know.
Yeah, Lavish Sweets by Janelle.com. Cool. Yeah, check the website out. Yeah. We support Black-owned businesses here.
Yes, we do. Oh, and speaking of, let me put this banner up because we got a little sponsor. I shouldn't say that because people say, why you always say little? Well, it's not
because we don't highlight the behind the scenes sponsors. We don't do a lot of highlighting, but we should show us, those sponsors a lot more love.
Yeah, we have
to
Woke Up
keep them going.
Inspired as a sponsor,
Yes.
and Dirty Words Apparel is a sponsor. So
Yes.
make sure you check them out. Oh, and I love my shirt that I got in the mail from Woke Up Inspired, and
Oh,
I
okay.
did take pictures in it, so I'm gonna post.
Oh, nice,
Thank you,
nice, nice,
James.
nice, nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. WokeUpInspired.com. Yeah, I saw her doing some new edition ones. I was like, oh. Remember, I said I ain't wearing no guy on my, but that's a group, and that way that shirt look. I said I might wear that to the show. I don't know, but yeah, WokeUpInspired.com. It was she doing some good stuff.
Yeah, and you
James,
rocking your Woke Up Inspired.
I wanted to be this Valentine's Day for the couples
Mhm.
or the people that celebrate the red theme. I'm inspired, so it's like, you know what? Let me wear a little red. Why not?
So, what you doing for Valentine's Day for Lady Q?
Well, the day is early. The day is early, and I don't, and
Mhm.
we'll see. I guess she could ask me tomorrow. I don't know. For
Mm.
me, it's another day, but I know a lot of females they really get into it. For those that are in relationships,
If
they.
you're not in a relationship, you don't have to be
What
in
do
a
you do if you're
relationship to
single?
be.
What do you do like
I
today?
mean,
What are you doing today for Valentine's? What you gonna buy yourself something and you gonna go to dinner by yourself? That would be odd, awkward, weird. Like
that's
what are
not
you doing?
awkward or weird. Well, our Valentine's Day is big in the house. It's always been big. I do something really nice for the girls, for my mom. So last night we went and dropped our Valentines off to my mom, to my grandmother. Well, I used to do my grandmother and my grandfather, but my grandfather passed. My dad left some stuff for my aunt, and I'm going to the comedy show tonight.
Okay. I mean, I guess yeah, you keep busy so you don't have to live in a misery because I know some people
I'm
really
not
hate it.
in misery though. I mean, but I do have a date, but I'm not in misery.
Okay.
I mean, but if I didn't have a date, it'd
I
be
guess yeah,
cool
some
too.
people don't
I
want
was
to be in a
always gonna
relationship.
go see Lamar Jones, but it ended up that I ended up having a date to go with me.
Mm. Hey, so that's what else is Kathy says she's single. What are you doing today, Kathy? Like, what are y'all single people doing? Y'all got comedy shows? You're hanging out? I'll be interested to hear. I know we got a lot to talk about today, but
You
I'm just
say it
curious
like
with the
we
like.
just on an island by ourselves. You say it like it's the plague or something. What y'all single people do? Hey, Amir,
Yeah.
happy Valentine's Day,
Amir,
Amir.
Mike's traveling. Amir, he ain't not gonna be on right now. If you want to pop on, you free. Anybody want to join? Let us know. We always let everybody
Oh,
come
let
on,
me send Amir the link just in case he wants
just in
to.
case, just in case. Oh, Amir said F Valentine's Day. Oh, he in that single crew. There you go. Hey,
I
you
think
saving
no,
money though. He's
I
saving
don't
money.
think
He ain't got,
Amir is single. I think Amir's in a relationship.
oh,
Amir, are you in a relationship?
maybe he
Or
strategically
maybe I'm
broke up.
putting him in a relationship and he's not in a relationship. I don't know.
Sometimes we strategically break up, a little bit before to avoid needing to buy anything. So I don't know. Maybe he on that vibe. I don't know. But yes,
Amir, you
Lamar.
didn't want to buy nothing for Valentine's Day, so you broke up with your woman?
Also in the ticket, absolutely love Lamar. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Amir. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning,
Good
everyone. We already
morning,
got Kelly.
Erica. Happy
Shaquisa's up.
Valentine's Day. Kelly
Uh,
says single people do what couples do. We going on dates. We going to the movies.
by yourself. All right. Hey, to each his own. I just couldn't go sit. I couldn't go to Fridays. I couldn't go to Red Robins or
I have
whatever.
a date, Sequisa.
Ruth Chris, whatever you into. I just couldn't go sit by myself on
Why not?
Valentine's Day
You
at a
eating.
restaurant. That
You're
just seems
eating. You
very
don't need
weird and
nobody to
awkward.
talk to while you eat.
People gonna feel compelled to come talk to you. They're like, oh,
No, they don't. They don't bother you. People do look. You get looks, but it's like, I got to eat just because I'm
Stacy
by myself
Mitchell.
at the.
Date, tell us more. Oh, wait.
I
Oh, I
have a
missed it.
date. Yeah, I have a
Oh,
date.
it went right over my head. Thank you, Lady Q. See, if
Yeah.
Mike was here right now, he'd be hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up.
He'd be
Hold the
like,
fuck
"This
up.
is the
Everybody
bullshit.
stop. Start tapping
This
Mike.
is the bullshit
This is
right
the
here.
this is
This
the
is the
right here,
bullshit."
man.
Shawnee Scott with the bullshit.
Wait, a
I
date
have a
date.
date. Yeah, I got a date. Like I'm gonna be picked up and everything.
Like car service not car service
No,
picked up, but
he's gonna come
he's
pick me
picking
up.
you up.
No, he's picking me up.
This is something very new, right? It gotta be. Like new? Or like, it's been simmering for a little bit.
I mean, we've been out before.
So this is a follow-up date. that changes things. So this is not a first time. This is okay. I like
No,
how
this
the
ain't our
first
first
vibe.
time ever going.
Well,
No,
that's
we've been out
good.
a couple of times. Yeah.
He got any kids?
No, he doesn't have any kids.
Something could be wrong. All right, no, I don't want to kill. All right,
Something could be wrong.
but
Ain't
that's the
nothing
thoughts that
wrong
go through my
because
head.
he
I
don't
can't.
have no. There ain't
Somebody
nothing
that's
wrong
40,
because he don't
40
have
with
no
no
kids.
kids. I'm assuming 40 because that's
Yeah,
the
he's
average
yeah
age
he
for all of us.
yeah he's 45.
And no kids.
Uh-huh. No kids. What's wrong with that?
I just usually about 40, you didn't have to see.
What if he didn't want to have no kids?
But why wouldn't he want to have kids? If he's in love and been in a serious relationship, usually generally that comes along with it. You want to have a kid with your partner.
No, that's not
Yes.
necessarily true. I mean, I wanted to have. I don't know how to say this without this sounding crazy. so,
Go ahead.
so I wanted to have kids, just and I waited long to have kids too. Well, I guess not long. Mostly everybody's doing it in their 30s now, in their mid 30s. But
Have kids usually in their early 20s, but go ahead.
yeah, so see what I'm saying? I was married all the time and did not have kids intentionally.
So you strategically made sure to pull out. Okay, all right, condoms. Okay.
I just didn't want to have. I wanted kids, but you just want them with. You want everything to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It was like
But it's never really
them.
everybody. Oh, I wanted the right time, the right moment, the right energy, the
But
right
you want
guy. It's never really that.
the person though. That's the thing.
Okay,
It's
all right.
like it's like we cool, but I don't know that I want to have
5
kids with
years
you.
from now.
So by the time I hit 33, I was like, okay, well, I guess maybe I ought to go ahead. But if I could go back and do it over, I would have waited. So I don't see anything wrong with that if you don't have kids. I mean, they made better choices, in my opinion.
So yeah, and then of course when the kids come, we love them. The best blessing in the world.
Yes,
don't know
absolutely.
life without it. It was like, wait, I wouldn't. So I get it. I get it. But yeah, so 40s, no kids.
No kids.
He got his own crib.
Yeah, he got his own crib.
I gotta ask. I don't know. Some people think it's cool to to regroup, to live with the parents, because in times in life we hit those moments where you may have to regroup, reset, and strive to go
what
forward.
that man say now? If you regrouping, then now you need to. I mean, nothing against the person that's having to regroup, because I've had to regroup several times and go back to my mom's house to get back on my feet. But no, he has his own place. He got his own car. He pays his own bills.
6 figures.
I don't know.
See, that's a problem. How do you not know how you got to have a barometer in your mind how much he makes per year? You got to, even if you didn't ask, which I think Dave Anderson probably would say you should ask. But you got to at least know. You have an idea.
I mean, he does a lot, so I don't know. It ain't never been something I had to ask.
But you got to think of that. Like if he owns his house, you ain't Googled her address to see who's the owner and how much he paid for the house. And all right, maybe it's just me to do weird stuff like that. Then when I'm vetting and doing my own background checks.
Nope, I didn't do all of that.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess just live life. Yeah. Don't be like me, because then you're gonna ruin it.
I didn't do all
that.
I'm
thinking about it. You're gonna ruin it. Then you're gonna have bad thoughts going into it. Yeah. Forget what I said.
Now I'm gonna be sitting there thinking, how much money do you make?
No, love is more important. So it's Valentine's Day. You got a date. You got a comment. So I think this should be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Did he meet the girls yet?
Yeah, he's met the girls. Yeah.
Ooh, so that means this is a couple dates. This is not fresh. See, I see how they tripped you up. So for you to introduce him to the girls, he's been around for a minute.
Yeah, he met the girls. He did something for the girls for Valentine's Day.
Here comes Jay Black. No, Kelly. Sometimes I just say things I'll be thinking. So Mo, Shiny going on the Happy Valentine's Day, Mo.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mo. I like the red. I should have put on red lipstick too. Mo looks good.
She got the curls popping.
Yeah,
Shani got the Mary J wig. You know, we got to talk about the Super Bowl and everything that comes along with that. We're just getting caught up from over the weekend, but Shani got a date. He met the kids already. We don't know how much money he make yet. Shani never even thought about it, which is odd. But he has a good heart and no kids, so
yeah,
potential is there. All right, so yeah, like
we can hear you.
See, they want me to go in and figure out. Basically, they want me to interrogate you. I believe. I think that's what Kelly's saying. Yeah, to figure more out about
you
the
look
dude.
Nice.
Thank you, girl. You popping.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
Happy
Valentine's
love
Day. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I like that.
He bought my wig for Valentine's Day.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. Now we.
I like this. I like this. Okay.
So he spent a little bit of money on you for the wig. So how did he know you had to pick the wig out and then he ordered it, or did you?
I was talking about it. He heard me say something on here about my hair, and I was talking about it, and so he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna get it for you." So no, he just gave me the money.
Ooh, so that means that he pays attention. He listens.
Attention to detail. Here we go with this paying attention.
He pays attention to detail. Well, Jay Black.
He said no, Jay Black. He stays with his mother, sister, cousin, best friend.
Because I asked him, he have his own crib, man. Yeah, I'm behind on the comment. Yeah,
yes, he has his own crib.
Some people do. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Jay Black, the CIA. I do a lot of vetting.
You are.
I'm Googling the address. I want to know when the property was bought, how much it was worth. I'm doing research on his job. I'm trying to figure everything out about somebody as much as I can on my own. I don't usually pay for the services because I can do enough for the research myself. The local.
You don't pay that extra $3 to get all the reports. You just see the preliminary and do your own investigative research.
State arrest records are free. Like it's public knowledge. So whatever state you can Google. Did he have any charges? Like I'm looking for all that. I need to know. Call me crazy, call me what you want.
No, you're not crazy, Jay Black, because I do the same thing. I do look up people. I like to know who I'm dealing with and who I'm talking to. Absolutely.
I used to do that.
Yes.
Like because when I worked at a news outlet, I won't say which one, that's how we would get a lot of our information, that just wasn't privy, and I still had my credentials.
all the juicy information.
Yeah, and I'd be running back, and it halfway drove me crazy because you find out so much about a person, and it's like, wait a minute, hold up, this ain't even your name, bro. Who are you?
You find out about the extra wife, the kids,
the
stuff that he done did,
where they moved
from. Was he married before?
Who? The guy I'm going on a date with? No, he's never been married. Never been married,
no kids.
Never been married.
What's the longest time he's been in a relationship with someone? How many years was it his longest relationship?
He had one relationship that was on and off for some years, and then they just.
And can we normalize that, Jay Black? Can we normalize, a man not having any kids and not being married and taking his time to figure out what he wants?
I did. I said it's weird.
It's not weird. Why is that not normal? It should be the norm. It should. How about everybody else is the stereotype?
That's
no.
And so not at all. If they are shooting blanks, what does that have to do with the person?
And Shawnee didn't say she wanted him shooting up the club immediately anyway. She ain't say she was trying to have no kids.
Well, Erica said, do you enjoy being with him? That's all that truly matters.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Or else I wouldn't be going on no date with him.
Nice.
She has to work. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I am Tam. I am.
So what is he into? Well, where are y'all going? Because I didn't hear that. Where y'all going? What y'all doing?
We're gonna go see Lamar Jones tonight.
Okay, so y'all gonna have some laughs.
Always gonna do. That's what I always wanted to do. When Mike did his last show here, Lamar was on the ticket, and so we all went out afterwards. And Lamar was like, "Well, Valentine's Day, I got a show at the Improv." So I was like, "Well, I'm a come." So I was gonna go by myself anyway, but then this all came about.
Got a date. Can't be late.
Yeah.
Right, well,
this is good.
That's good. Yeah. No shiny these days. You got see,
Yeah.
y'all be having me thinking I'll be crazy sometimes.
No.
I get off the shop like, am I the only one that think like this?
So normally yes, but in this instance, no.
Yeah. I think I know enough. I don't think I had to do too much. Well, I did
She
do
don't even know
a
how much money he
search.
makes, Mo. Like, how do you date somebody multiple couple dates and don't have an idea roughly?
Well, first of
Is
all,
he 40,000 a year? Is he 75?
she's not out
Is
for
he
the
100?
money.
Is he 200?
She's not out for the money. Shawnee makes her own money. Right now, she's in the let me see if I even like to be in your presence stage.
Right. I mean, and
Let me see if I like your company.
he has nice stuff. He's done nice things for the girls.
And he brought her a wig. Now, come on, Jay Black, cut it out.
He bought the girls mountain bikes.
Oh.
Okay.
So he really pays attention.
Things change.
Mountain bikes. He took them.
Why is he trying to impress the girls so much?
Because he know they a package deal.
He listens.
Jay Black.
The first things I said to him when I met him, and I tell all guys this when I meet them, is, look, I got 2 pimps. I got 2. So what you got?
So good though. No, that's good. He has to cater to them. He should do stuff like that. You can't I guess I can't give him grief for doing what he's supposed to do, but it just made me wonder, well, why is he doing it? Because that's All right, just more.
No, so again, we not normalizing. Why we gotta put everybody in the stereotypical box of he ain't ish. He only out for one thing. Like we not found a good one. He paid attention.
I had to check myself on the bikes when he called me and was like, "Hey, I got the girls these bikes." Like, Sean.
So he did it on his own, like not even knowing. Like he just say, "Okay, I know he wanted the bike, so and he got him." Like he didn't like it wasn't like a back and forth.
He just got him. I don't even think he asked me. He just called me one day and was like, "Hey, I got these bikes for the girls." Or I think that day he said, "Do they have bikes?" Well, I bought them some bikes.
I love it.
And I need you to meet me,
So y'all never mentioned bikes?
No.
Well, every kid needs a new bike.
I don't know if the girl said something to him about bikes. I don't think they did, but I was just like,
maybe he had a deal and knew somebody, and it just.
Well, Jay Black, even if the bikes cost $5 a piece, it's still the gesture. It's the gesture, Jay Black. You always have to look at stuff sideways. It's the gesture. I don't care if they fell off the truck. I don't care if they fell off the truck.
It's random. We don't just randomly buy bikes. Like that's not something we just random. You know what? I'm gonna buy some bikes today.
They kids, Jay Black.
It's an iPad.
My kids are athletes, so
Nintendo Switch or something. PS5.
Shawnee's kids are active kids. They are outdoor kids. They not just about being on the game system.
Hey,
so that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, I don't want to know his name just yet, Slow Your Roll. But yeah, Shiny's on the day. All right, I got to move on because if not, I'm gonna get like Mike and get stuck right there. and I got more questions.
Well, shout out to him for understanding that the crib midgets and y'all a package deal. Shout out to him. Yes.
Yeah. I guess.
And I wish more men would pay attention and listen.
That's why I ain't want to put Lady Cube to him a check, pays attention, show to me.
Yes,
pay attention.
I know
what you need before you think about it. I know this, I know that. And
yes.
Pay attention. Okay, maybe I don't all the time.
If you don't pay attention, you won't understand the person that you're dealing with their love language. And he hitting it out the park. He is hitting it out the park already. I love it.
Y'all had said, I guess, we'll talk later.
Excuse me?
No, that's why I said we'll talk later. I'm curious.
Oh my God.
She ain't giving it up just because he done brought some bikes.
He brought mountain bikes and wigs.
So what?
He got to get a payoff. It can't just,
Jay
Black.
So
because he got some bikes? I'm just supposed to say, here you go.
Some bikes and some hair. Come on.
It is a payout. Like when someone, usually if a guy is investing that much time and energy, generally there's some type of love reciprocated back, and a lot of times it's in that form. But I don't want to sound like a guy should be expecting it. But that
I've made dinner. I've made dinner before.
Like, see, that's a gesture. That's a gesture. And then she's giving him something invaluable, which is her time. Because if he wasted, she can't get that. She can't get it back.
What you say, Jay?
She can't get it back. So that costs more than any wig, any mountain bike, or anything.
Cut it. Dinner with me and my kids.
I don't want to sound ignorant.
Yeah, don't sound
Hey,
ignorant.
Black.
Don't sound ignorant.
Who, Lady Q, thank you. It's not weird. He's a unicorn in this world of men that are traumatized, that traumatized a bunch of women before settling down. Ooh, amen. That's a word. That's a word.
Yeah, that's not weird.
It is not weird.
Exactly, Lady Q. All right, I'm gonna move on. I just weird that I'm finding out about dates and people getting engaged and married and all this stuff live on the show.
Don't
I feel some type
start.
of way. So
Don't
maybe that's where
start.
my line of questioning came from. So it's like,
Oh
wait,
boy, oh
like,
boy, oh boy.
I didn't find out about the first date or the second date. I didn't find out when the wig was brought or the bikes was brought. Like it's been a lot of activity going on.
He
There was
just brought
dialogue.
the wig.
He just
brought the
He
wig.
didn't just buy the bike and the wig at the same time.
Well,
I'm sure
hold
this is a
on.
progression.
Yeah,
Hold
he
on
bought the
now.
bikes earlier, but yeah.
And Shawnee did tell us that she been on these dating sites, and she
said she stopped. Oh, that's
and then she said she did say after that she cut off her membership.
I did,
and then she's just gonna date everybody.
I guess I didn't pay attention
go on a date
and pick up on the clues. Yes, she said she
ended
all
she been talking. See, that's because you don't pay attention,
Mm-hmm.
like Lady Q said.
No, he wasn't at Mike's last comedy show. No, he wasn't there.
All right, that's why I said.
But we're happy for you, Shawnee. We hope today is nice. It doesn't matter with all of Jay's skepticism. I hope you have a nice time because you deserve it. Because mama gotta have some fun too.
So
mama gotta have a life.
So you expect him to give you a gift, or is the comedy show and dinner the gift tonight?
The comedy show is cool. No, ain't no pressure.
And he done brought her the hair. Do one of these.
Do you know how much this costs?
One of these. Them units ain't cheap.
I'm like, we good. I mean, I'll pay for the dinner. I'll pay for all that. You know how much this costs? And then he took my kids out for Valentine's Day.
He took them out.
I know.
Yes. So you just keep dropping these bombshells out of nowhere. So he took them out for Valentine's Day as well. Mm-hmm. You were there. You were there too.
Buster. Yeah. No, I didn't go. I had something to do.
So you trust him with the girls? He's special. Then see, this is what.
Yeah, he's been around.
She's telling you she knows him. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that he's in there.
No, he's
what's wrong with that, Jay Black?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? That's nice that he took them out. I thought that was for me the best thing to consider. My daughters, because Valentine's Day is a special day. How many
coins did he give them on the card though? How many credits did they have?
Oh, he spent too much money when I was like, nah, I don't spend that much money when I say
Jay Black. Like, Jay Black, are you a 20? If it was you, you would have only put $20 on each one of the kids.
Everybody get 20. I better let these coins work.
No.
When you deplete these funds,
and then they both have separate cards. I'm like, no, I get one card, and they got to split this.
Keep it in mind as a representative. Yes, Stacey, that's what I'm trying to understand.
Well, she didn't say she's gonna marry him right now, Jay Black. She's going out on a date and having a nice time.
I'm just trying to figure out, Tam, if he's legit or not. And I'm just finding out about the guy. And I'm sorry, this was a lot. And the fact that he took the girls out by himself that's a big deal.
So it sounds like he's a friend. Like he was a friend first, and then she's trying to figure out whether or not it could go a little further. What's wrong with that, Jay Black?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna chill because I don't want to be perceived as non-supportive. So I'm gonna say continue and have fun and continue to explore life.
Well, at least he let you date, Connie.
He's not asking to move in or you to move in with him yet, right? He ain't saying all that.
No,
because people are different when you live with them. So
no.
Oh, Jay Black. Well,
nope.
He let you date, Shawnee. He didn't used to let me date. He used to make me feel bad about dating. That's just Jay Black.
I don't know. I think after the show, I'm probably gonna get a phone call like now. What
was he talking
Shawnee,
about?
We need to have this conversation now.
Yeah, I can meet him.
Who is this?
He probably want to meet me. You would think he would want to meet me.
Oh my God!
He watches us just about every morning.
And Jay Black, everybody know you the gatekeeper. Uncle Jay, we know you the gatekeeper. We know you're gonna have to meet folks.
All right. Good morning, Afro Queen. All right, so I know today we want to talk about the Super Bowl and a bunch of stuff. Mike's not here, like I said, he's traveling, gigs. He got lots of stuff going on. Kamari jumped in early, so that'd be good to have Kamari. He has different opinions on things. Our the finance rebel, so we can get his opinions on different things. I'm curious to see what everyone thought about the Super Bowl. I know some other stuff in the news that we want to hit on. Big facts and get through these last couple of comments. Shani, I guess you could bring Kamari in.
What did she say? She
what
wondered
she
if
said?
his daddy's single.
Good morning.
just
Good
kidding.
morning, Kamari.
Good morning, people. How y'all doing
Oh,
today?
His daddy's
we're
single.
doing great.
You love the voice. Here she go with the real
Stop
time.
it.
Like, yeah, Stacy.
You know, well, first of all, Kamari is in a happily, entangled married man.
Oh,
So
I like that. I like that.
yes.
Yeah.
And so I'm just complimenting. It's Valentine's Day. It's Love Day.
He got
That
some
is.
red.
And so he got the red on.
Yep.
So he popped out. He came in. He was matching, and then he came in with the deep, soothing voice. Like that is a bedtime voice. That's a voice that you could lay down on some fresh sheets and some fresh pillows and have him read you some bedtime stories.
Anything special for Valentine's Day, Kamari, with the wifey?
Work. Well, work.
Well, you know what? That get their
It's
money.
tax season.
If they don't understand, that's a problem. I like
I
that.
will. I'm sure. I mean, I'm not a big super duper Valentine's Day fan. I'm not a poo pooer though either. But I'm sure I will sneak out and grab some flowers or something before the day's up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. What about you, Jay?
Oh, I don't know yet because for me, I hate flowers. I think they're born to die. Like literally, not like flowers. 3 days
But
is a wrap. So
it's not about you.
J Black is. Thank you, Kamari. Thank you.
It's not about.
Sometimes I don't know what to do with you, J Black. I mean, first of all, everyone. I don't know any woman around that doesn't like flowers.
No, there
and then
some.
paying attention to what type of flowers does she like. Put a smile on her face, J Black. It's not about whether you think it's frivolous or meaningful. If she takes it and says, you know what, damn, my baby brought me some flowers.
I don't know. Yeah, my wife would be blown away if I came home. With some flowers.
Or you could spend a couple of more dollars and buy the ones that last for the whole year. That's in the box, about $300.
Yeah, that'd be a no. But no, that's for those who do flowers. That's good. That's good. You know, I commend y'all. I wish anyone to enjoy their Valentine's Day. Like Amir said, he hate the fact that you're forced to do something when you take care of your spouse or your partner, your mate throughout the whole year. You buy gifts, so to have it, whereas you have to do it today. I get his thoughts as well of not forcing that on different guys and I guess females too. I guess y'all got to buy the dude something too, right? Don't it go both ways, or is it only for the guy to give the female?
No, absolutely. Well, I mean, I don't know about everybody, but I do. I definitely make sure that I do some special things, catering to specifically things I know that'll make him smile. So yes.
Oh yeah, I buy gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought him a gift. I bought the guy I'm going on a date with a gift.
Well, I bet if he paid about $300 for, because my daughter uses about $300 wigs, so I can only imagine a wig price and
wait a minute. I wasn't ready. Are we choosing violence today? That's what we doing? I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay.
Oh no,
Jay is on one this morning.
No, I just speak my mind sometimes, and sometimes I gotta stop. I get it because I blurt things out that I may be thinking that may not be, I guess, status quo, but it's just thoughts that I be having. And I'm not the only one reading some of these comments that people are wondering as well, and maybe they just didn't want to ask. So, but yeah.
I mean, so technically, you don't have to do anything, right? I don't buy into the notion that you have to just do stuff on Valentine's Day. Like I buy my wife flowers just because any day, right? Just because I know that's what she likes. So I'm cool with it.
And that's what it's about. It's about really just a day of appreciation of love, which should be every day. So it's not a heavy concentration. If you don't, that's okay too. But a little small love gesture or, doing something together, that doesn't hurt.
And
then you gotta know your partner.
Comments. It's hard talking and doing the comments, trying to be really engaged. Usually Mike leads everything and I can focus on comments and chime in when I want. Now I'm trying
to multitask.
Yeah, I'm
right. Multitask.
And
plus you gotta know your mate, J Black. Like you got to come with something for Lady Q.
But she also know my love language. I'm not the smushy, gushy.
Right. So she knows she ain't going to get no dissertation about how you love her, but it better be something, a trinket, some type of teddy bear, flower, something.
You know what, be honest.
Lunch, something.
Sometimes
dinner.
after the show we watch Let's Make a Deal, and you know the big deal, you got to pick between curtain 1, 2, and 3. So a lot of times she's usually right and I'm wrong. I can admit that when we guessing. So I did that. I got 3 things, right? One of them is a Zonk gift. I told her if she picked the Zonk gift, that's what she stuck with. I'm not giving her the real gift for a week. So, but I got 2 things. One gift is a higher value gift. Another gift is a medium level gift. And one is a Zonk. So she has 3 things that she has to choose from. One is like a gift bag. One is like a metal tin. And one is like a duffel bag. So she got to pick between the 3 items. There's something in each item. So I'm making it fun. So after the show, she has to pick between door 1, 2, and 3. But whatever, if she picked his own gift, she stuck with
Look at Jay being
You're
romantic.
not gonna give her all 3.
That is romantic.
Yeah, if she pick it, you still got to give her the other 2. Jay.
No, but if she picked the right one, that is the big deal. She will get all 3.
Well, I think that's romantic.
This is fun for me. This is my love. So accept my love language. That the fact that this is the stuff that I like to do. It may not be all that smushy stuff, but it's for me, and I like it, and that's my thing.
Nice.
So we'll see. But if she gets the Zonk gift, that's all she stuck with.
But
I would want all 3 gifts. I'd be mad.
Gift and say it again. You want which one?
I would want all 3, no matter what I pick.
Right,
well, you said she was going to get all 3.
Only if she picked the right one.
But you said she would still get it if she wait. She's got to wait
a week.
She won't have to wait a week.
So I
like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, that's the Virgo in you. I like that.
Is it a gift bag? Is a tin and is a duffel bag? So which one you going with? So I know
which one I'm going with.
Yeah,
I'm going with
keep the show going.
I'm going with the duffel bag.
Mo was going duffel bag. All right, Shani.
I'm gonna go with the 10.
You said pick the 10, Shani. Kamari, gift bag 10 or the duffel bag.
I mean, won't this go against my manhood if I'm picking all your gifts?
No. It's Let's Make a Deal. This is fun.
Yeah.
Let's make a deal.
I like it's a game show. It's a game right now.
I would say the little bag.
The gift bag. Okay.
Gift bag.
Yeah. Oh wow! So each person got one item. That's even better. So let's see what y'all ended up with. Maybe tomorrow's show we'll have the big reveal.
I like that. I appreciate your creativity, Jay Black.
Nice,
and guess
Jay.
what?
We got to clap it up.
Yes, because you always talk about how you don't like to be mushy. You don't like sentimental stuff. But this right here, that is actually sexy.
Really?
Like, yes.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Sexy.
I like kind of fun, but I take sexy too.
Listen, because the anticipation for a woman, the anticipation of it all.
And then you're extending Valentine's Day. So if I pick the Zonk, you're extending Valentine's Day for a whole nother week. Because I know next week we're gonna do this all over.
Yes, we're gonna do all this all over again. Yes, Jay Black for the win.
Nice.
I'm shocked. Very surprised.
Wait a minute, I'm 6 minutes behind in comments, Shiny. Do you still? I don't even know if we should put these up because it's so late.
Oh, and by the way, Kelly J, I saw what you said. I will be down for doing the 50 Shades of Black for bedtime.
Yes, you really should.
It's funny. My YouTube numbers are starting to grow, and what is everybody saying on my YouTube?
Your voice.
You should do audiobooks.
Yes.
It's like forget the financial stuff. You should do audiobooks. You should do voiceovers.
You do. You have a very distinct, very smooth, deep voice. I'm telling you, your tone, it doesn't change like that. You really should.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna try it.
These days, people don't have time to read books. I have like 7 audio credits waiting for me. And some of the books that I've heard, like The Coldest Winter Ever, Part 2, Nia Long did it and did not do it justice. I think that they really need to find people that have voices like you to really bring the character to life. Well, Lady Q.
Yeah.
I think she just.
But you have to remember, a love language is how you want to be loved, not the language you love the other person.
So basically, she's saying because I like doing stuff like this is my way of doing, like how I will want it is not what she will want. Is that what she's trying to say?
No, she's. I mean, she's
I
saying.
think she
Look,
took a
she's
shot.
saying no. She's
I
not
don't know.
taking a
No,
shot.
it
She's
wasn't
saying
that. You're late on the comments.
she loves
okay.
your
Okay,
idea.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, all the women are. They all for you. They all for you. Like you doing.
Squeeze it. I'm going for all three.
You doing a good job.
Okay, good. I didn't know if she was taking a shot because I think it's fun and interesting and is a all right.
Yeah. See, look, she gave you hearts.
Oh,
Black hearts
okay.
and
She here
claps.
for her boo.
Why
The black hearts
Wait,
for
why is it
Jay
a
Black because you Jay Black.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
All right.
Lord,
I'm
have
thinking
mercy.
the symbols behind everything. I'm thinking like, wait, is that like while watching?
There's no Illuminati here, Jay. There's no Illuminati.
I'm always
Thank
thinking
you,
this is
Kamari.
ulterior motives.
Yeah, this is your
Thank
wife.
you, Kumar. That's your
I
wife.
know. She
There
said it all
are
the
no
time.
there are no
There
hidden
is no-
agendas.
not with it.
Yes.
She reminds
We
me
are
all the time.
proud of you. Your sister said you growing up. Oh, okay.
Oh, see, I get this is.
But you did
I'm not
good
used
for
to this.
Christmas. You did good. The
Yes,
whole ring thing.
The
And Kamari,
birthday,
you've known Jay for quite some time, so you know that this is outside of his comfortable box.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
So you taking chances. You
Now-
willing and
so now
dealing
I'm
out here
ready.
in this love land. I'm proud of you.
Look at Jay Black.
Can somebody tell me what ASMR is?
So
What?
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example, but you have to be very quiet. All right.
What is that?
So like that's when people eat and they just crumple up stuff.
The sound. So some people want to see you eat cake and hear you eat cake. Some people want to hear you eat crunchy tacos. And there is a following for it. And there's money to be made in it.
You do OnlyFans page, Kamar.
Yes.
Oh God, you trying to put me on
Yes.
shiny?
Fans only
Yes.
or only. I mean, I'll
Only-
set it up and I'll take a
yes.
percentage if you want to do that.
She
Shiny
said
here
she's
for
gonna
good.
manage
Write that
her
off on
voice.
the taxes, too.
Listen, I always appreciate Shiny because she always here for good pimping.
She said, let me
Can't be
manage your
mad at
voice. Let
Can
me
we
manage
write
that
off
voice.
on the
Right.
taxes too? Yeah,
But
well,
people
yeah.
are making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just off of opening up a bag of chips, putting one in their mouth, and just
Oh, I need to open up an OnlyFans page.
Here we go.
I'm afraid of that one because we're gonna go down a rabbit hole with that one.
Well, you got a
With
date now, a
OnlyFans?
partner. Now you got to consider his feelings too.
Listen,
she's only going on a date, Jay Black. She's not
He done
walking
brought
down the
mountain
aisle.
bikes and a wig. He
Relax.
brought mountain bikes and a wig. I don't know. I'm starting.
She
to
brought him a
invest in
gift.
little
It's
bit,
more than
man.
a date. She brought him a gift.
yeah, I got him a gift.
So
I didn't
this
give
ain't
much.
this ain't the first date, right?
Well,
No, it's not.
No.
It's not the.
and
first
who
date.
says
Yeah.
that you can't reciprocate without having some type of commitment? You can reciprocate and give somebody a gift or bring somebody a gift to a date.
No,
Yeah.
it's cool, but she not having sex yet. But I don't know. We just keep it moving. We keep it moving.
TMI.
Yeah, because I feel like that's weird to me that he brought.
Come on, it's 2022.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Why
you
can't
want-
he
Kamari, you
buy
want
Jay
the,
Black.
Kamari,
why
he
does
took the
sex
kids
have
out.
to be tied to everything?
Thank you.
Because sex is tied to everything. That's why there's 8 billion people on the planet. But that's I'm just gonna leave it at that.
But Jay Black, knows.
We can't just really get to know each other.
Yes, but ultimately, it's to have sex.
Ultimately, yeah. I mean, it will. I'm pretty sure it
Yes,
will
they
happen.
will.
But
Ding, ding, ding,
oh,
ding.
so you saying that he just buying the stuff to have sex with me?
No,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I'm sure
I
he's
don't
thinking
know
that
who.
is he wanting it and expecting it, Kamari?
Homeboy definitely wants to clap the cheeks.
Yes, Kelly
Like
J.
this.
Trust.
He want to bust it wide open. I'm just saying. Now, whether he wants to do it tonight or tomorrow or next month, that remains to be seen. But listen, 2 things are for certain in this life: death, taxes. I should say 3 things: death, taxes, and sex. What's that?
Jeanette said Dex read this. Just saying. Yes, he did. I'm telling you, Dex is
he did
10 for 10. Yes. Everything he's read about my life has come true. He manifested that Shawnee would be getting some D
In April.
in April.
Oh, this
But
is a lot
hell,
on It's the
But hell,
lineup.
it's the lineup.
You gotta wait another 6 weeks. Oof. All right. All right.
What's wrong with that though, J Black?
That's
No,
y'all
What's
are
wrong with
so.
that?
Oh no, it's awkward. All right, we move on.
Now I'm gonna be looking at him crazy.
No,
At the
honestly,
table.
if
I'm
a
be
guy
looking at him
trying
like,
just real
okay,
talk,
so what we here for,
real
bro?
talk. Guys investing in so much time, energy, money, building with the kids, buying things, wigs, bikes, and dinner. Like, yes, in his mind, he is assuming that will happen. He it's not like
But
something he's going to not leave. He's not going to leave.
Well,
come
who
on, Sean.
doesn't?
Come on. Yeah, I was about to say,
But
what woman also doesn't? Let's not act like women don't want to clap them cheeks either now. Come on.
Oh, I didn't say that.
No,
I
but
didn't say that.
Shani just said,
I'm not-
well, what
I'm
are we
not-
really here for? You know what you're here for.
No, but the way
Come on
y'all
now.
saying it like he only did it because he wants to sleep with me, and I don't think that's the case.
No, not only.
I don't get that. I don't.
But
get that.
there's a couple of commas like I like her, comma, and I want to clap her cheeks. I'm just saying.
I'm done with it. All
Well,
right,
we going to the comedy show tonight.
that's good. And we get a recap tomorrow.
And you know that's gonna be lit.
J Black. Jeanette said, "Shut up! You about to mess up your morning praises." See,
I got love today. So
we about to take them back. We about to take them back.
Let me get the love going. Can we talk about the Super Bowl? Can we talk about led up to the Super Bowl? Can we talk about each artist that performed? I want to get y'all thoughts, opinions. Did first off, did y'all watch the Super Bowl? Kamari,
I did.
Mo,
I watched.
You watched? So of course, Mo. You know,
I had split screen. I was watching the new Will Smith series Bel Air, which is really really good.
Oh, that came on.
Yeah, well, he released the first three series or whatever, 3 episodes. And I was like, damn it, if this was on Netflix, I would be able to watch the whole series and stay up all night and and binge watch. But the first 3
all right, so we're getting
were really good. Yeah, I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah, because Peacock, you got to pay for that, so I don't think I'll be watching. But
J Black is $4.99 a month.
We'll see. And then you got all the other ones, and before you know it, I should have just got a cable bill. But
no, borrow somebody's. You don't know how the rest of us black people do.
Yeah.
What's your account number? What's your sharing is caring, caring is sharing.
So you didn't watch the Super Bowl. Shani didn't watch. So for the people that did watch, the LA Rams did win the Super Bowl. The Rams won. They beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Very competitive game throughout for those who care to be in the football.
Good game.
I hit on one of my 2 bets. I bet 2 things, Kamar. I bet the Rams will win by 4, and they only won by 3. Yep, lost that one. And I bet the over-under, it was 48.5 points. So I bet the under, which it was under 48.5 points. So
how much we made? How much we made?
I didn't bet no real money. I didn't bet real money. It was a little. I just like to have something to root for. I don't care if it's $5. I want my $10 profit, or like it went double. I like to have something to root for, and so it wasn't a ton of money. It was, I could get some gas in the car. Yeah, and gas nowadays.
So about $100.
So about $100, because
about $100. Yeah.
So the Super Bowl, though. All right, what was our thoughts with it? Because everybody was talking about the concert. Well, which Lady Q called it. I was like, what concert? I'm getting my food ready for the concert. What concert? Oh, the halftime show. She called it the concert.
It was a concert.
Hip hop won last night.
Yes.
Hip hop won last night.
But honey, listen, they look old.
They look old.
They look old. Dre looked like he was
There's the party
pooper.
Who?
Dre looked like a pawpaw. Mary J. Blige out there trying to twerk. I said,
wait a minute. Don't talk about Mary. Don't talk about Mary. Don't talk about Mary.
I love Mary, but baby, on
Mary
this
look
stage,
good. Mary look good.
Her outfit, her body is nice. Her body is banging. She looks good. But when she bent over and tried to hit that twerk, I was like, I thought Dr. Dre was gonna have a heart attack on the stage.
I didn't get this. I didn't see that.
Look.
I didn't see that either. The only thing you can say is everybody's making jokes. Like if y'all go, Spikes Adams is making jokes about 50. It's like he didn't eat too many donuts, getting too much of that power money.
50 look good.
He looked good.
That's well. Yeah, I
Now
still
he
go see him
did.
in Las Vegas. Yeah.
I think it was a bad camera
50
angle.
Cent, he came in upside down.
Right.
Yeah.
And technically, this was 19 years ago. To be fair, this was 19 years ago.
He looks good.
Yes.
He still performs well. He doesn't get all out of breath. Like he still does. I go see him at Dre's in Las Vegas, and even though they all had the tracks running behind him, but you can hear him. He ain't all.
I mean, 50 got a jail body.
Yeah.
He got a jail body. He got
I saw memes.
Yeah.
I saw some 50 Cent memes going around.
No, I think he looked good. I don't think that there's anything wrong with his body. I follow him on Instagram too, so I don't think there's anything wrong with his body.
Now, Dr. Dre, on the other hand, baby, his booty is high, and he look like Paw.
Well, you know, Dr. Dre has some.
Yeah, I didn't know this high booty. I wasn't looking at it.
You know how them old men, they move, they look, they
high booty.
Who is checking for Dr. Dre? I know he got a lot of money.
Who's checking for Dr. Dre? Anybody who wants to be with a newly divorced man who's worth $1 billion. That's who's checking Dr. Dre.
Right.
More power to you. And I know his ex-wife should have been somewhere cheering him on.
I would be grabbing all over that high booty.
I thought his ex-wife was hating, like, mad
she
at
better
him
be cheering so he can keep, because hey, this was a good show, and he, some more people do some download that'll keep your bag coming. She should have had a Super Bowl party and said, y'all come watch my ex-husband. This.
I personally really enjoyed it. I thought each artist, it felt like they could have done more. Like, man, give him an extra song. Like, it was that good that I was in like hip hop wins. It was entertaining. Right. I know, people that may didn't like it, probably not in hip hop. I don't think any person that's in hip hop and R&B didn't want more, or more, like she said, more Eminem or more Mary. Like, hey, that's it for Mary. I want this Mary.
Or Kendrick
She's
Lamar.
Did you see when Mary zoned out? I swear, she she went to a whole nother place. And she legit was zoned out. And
she was probably in that early phase where Puff used to get in her head and be like, yo, you go out there and kill it. You better, you know what I mean? Like Puff used to.
She killed a whole bunch of notes, and oh Lord have mercy. I was like, Mary.
Well,
Mary sung good last night. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, Mary's always sung in XYZ key. I mean, Jonesy says it best.
She said, I said, whoa, Mary, what is going on? What's going on?
But listen, shout out to Eminem for taking that knee. He took the knee. That was dope.
He did that. I thought that was dope. But when has Eminem ever given 2 F's about anything anybody tells him not to do? Eminem has always, and he doesn't need the money. You know what I mean? He's not lacking for money, so he can really pretty much do whatever he wants to do. And last night, that was definitely the move to take that knee.
Oh, they said NFL told him not to take a knee. And he
did it
anyway or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
well,
they probably told all of them not to take, not to do. Like they probably had a roster of things that they did not want the performers to do in their acts. Like, don't take a knee, don't do anything that has any type of political ramifications to it. And M probably just was like, yeah, all right. And it hit right when it was something in the line where you got to choose the right moment to do. It was powerful. I loved it.
Yeah.
Here's
the opening of it. Let's check out some of the clips. We go. Here's the opening of Dr. Dre's phenomenal Super Bowl halftime.
Nice.
Hey, Papa.
Yeah, like it took me a minute to figure out what he was doing, but he was.
And the set was dope. The set, was
amazing.
It was amazing.
I love the all white.
Everybody said, "Oh, nobody's gonna top Beyonce." I think this topped Beyonce's halftime performance.
I think it's different, right? Beyonce, while I do think her performance had hip hop elements to it. This was clearly all hip hop, so it was all black, right? Beyonce has her fans. I don't want no smoke with nobody out here on Beyonce's internet, but I just think it was different. I think it was different.
Yeah, but I mean, it was really Dre Day, and you had to give him his he deserved those flowers. But
Mm-hmm.
he really did. Like whoever put all this together, you got to give him a round of applause because
Shout out to
the
Rock
way
Nation.
each way, like each transition was perfect. The way the stage was set up, it raised, it lowered. They had a top half, a bottom half. The dancers they had, I mean, everything was just on point. I think it was one of the best ones that I've ever seen.
Yeah, and Mary looked good. I mean, Mary,
It was definitely the blackest NFL halftime show ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, it's Black History Month.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kelly J. I wanted to see Mary do the full Mary dance, the kick out, the side to side.
She did it.
She didn't do the full Mary dance.
She did a little bit. It was a mini one.
It was a modified version.
Yeah, it was a mini one.
Short on
Let's
time.
see. Here's Mary.
Everybody get on down, cause you know we got to get it wrong. Mary Jane's in the spot tonight, and I'ma make you feel alright.
I cut it, but she did a little bit more after that.
Yeah, and then it was
she had
sped
a
up.
little mini kick. She had a mini kick.
It was sped up. You know, normally if she's doing a live performance, they have to take the RPM down because she cannot keep up with the track. So she did a good job. I thought she did a good job.
Y'all got a little Mary hate up here. I'm not here for it. I'm not here.
No, I am a long time Mary fan, but you cannot deny with all the training and help that Faith Evans gave her back in the day with her vocals, she still has that she still sings in her own key a lot.
Yeah, and look at this twerk. Look at this twerk. Boy, Mary look like she about to fall over.
Y'all some haters, man.
Yes, they are.
I'm not hating. I mean, she looked good in her outfit and stuff.
She looked good.
Mad at her. I ain't mad at her for suiting it
but
on.
Shawnee said it took a little minute to drop it like it's hot and bring it back up.
I mean, I wouldn't look no better. I wouldn't look no better out there doing it. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no,
I'd be stuck too. Like,
my left knee is my Meg knee. My right knee is Blanche from Off the Golden Girls.
Look,
I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know my limitations.
Both of my knees are Blanche from the Golden Girls. Matter of fact, my knees is what's the grandma? What's the mama? Sophia. Them my knees.
So ain't nobody dropping it like it's hot.
No, listen.
I do, but I ain't getting back up as quick as no.
So it wasn't hot then.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was hot. It was hot for what it needed to drop down to. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I ain't even.
Yeah, she did.
I'm not even lukewarm.
She did.
Well, I'm gonna stream the best of Mary J. Blige today because it made me want to hear more Mary. When I think of R&B and killing it for us is Mary hands down. Like that's why I said for verses, ain't nobody messing with Mary.
Well, she's gonna be in Philadelphia in July for the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated conference. Our Grand Boulé. We have her, so nice. I'm excited. It comes with our conference registration. Concert, and I'm excited to see her.
Wait, can I go? Or I gotta be a Zeta, or I gotta be part of it?
Oh, you can register as a guest, J Black. When the link comes out, I'll definitely give it to you. I don't know if you're gonna pay that much because you know you fight with your money. You know you fight with your money.
I just walk in with you. I'm like, I'm with Mo.
Yes.
No, but I would. So she gonna do a full show then? Maybe like
she's doing a show. All of the artists, I think out of all of the conferences that we've had, Tank put on like a full-fledged, did a whole almost album sitting there. And so, it depends on the artist.
You know, Tank's going to do that.
Yeah, I don't think that
No,
Mary's Mary's not going to sing 10 songs. That's not going to happen.
Tank is
for
there
us.
For the ladies.
No, I
Tank
think
is
that it
definitely there for the
depends.
ladies.
Yeah, I think it depends on the artist, and then I think it depends on what they're contracted for. You have some artists who will go above and beyond and sing 20 songs because that's just what they love to do. When they hit the stage, they giving it to you. And then you got some artists who are like, look, I'm contracted for 3 songs. Y'all getting 3 songs and that's it. So I doubt Mary sings like a whole album, but for sure I don't know, her show is going to be dope.
Well, here's her at the Super Bowl. Now this is where it started getting a little sketchy, where it's like, okay,
let me
Mary,
see the hater shining. Let me see.
She was probably nervous too.
I don't think she
it's
was
the Super
nervous.
Bowl.
I don't think she was nervous.
If y'all think Shawnee hating, put it in the chat.
I mean, she left it all there on the floor, but
what?
She just went through that divorce.
I mean, she did it. She said,
when she was banging herself in the head, I was a little psycho a little bit, but I was like, oh, she's into. Oh yeah,
I thought the show, the energy, I thought that was great. Vocals, but I always expect that. I always expect those vocals out of Mary. That's just Mary's vocals.
Yeah.
Nice, Kamari. Nice. But that's what they doing right now. Hating. I love it.
I love Mary. Mary. I have loved Mary since I was a little girl. I love Mary.
I like Mary J. Blige. I like her. She's doing better.
Oh, here go Kelly saying the same. Y'all hating her vocals were off.
Listen to this.
Her vocals are it's always off, J. Black. Come on, Mr.
Just
Music
be in the
Producer.
moment. Enjoy the performance. Stop trying to critique every little.
She was definitely.
It's Monday morning. It's Monday. We doing Monday morning quarterbacking. Come on now.
It's Mary.
She was definitely in the moment with this. I love that ending though. I like her hair though, but did you see her bundles?
Yeah. That's a good wig.
Yeah, that's a real good one.
All right, so
y'all saying y'all didn't hear all them notes cracking. Y'all didn't hear Mary cracking all the notes.
So here's the thing, and I'm surprised more people don't talk about this with Mary. I am a serious Mary J fan, stan, whatever you want to call me. Mary's genius does not lie in her vocal range. She's not Mariah.
Oh, absolutely.
She's not Beyonce, right? That's cool. But she can sing. What you can feel is Mary's soul. And that's why, and to me, that's more important than hitting the note at the right time at the right place. But, you know, I'm not a musician, so I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm just
you actually hit it spot on. And what happened was Puff created a lane for her voice. That's I mean, he created a lane for her, energy, for that, her image, for everything. Look, that was, he created that whole, singing in XYZ key, but we still feel like he made her into her own unique art, artistry. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree. That's we don't love Mary for her tone.
Come on, so let's accentuate the positives and stop hating on the queen. She just went through a divorce. Yes. She just went through a divorce. She had to pay all that alimony out.
We all go through stuff, and that don't stop nobody from hating on nobody. She all right. Mary is fine. She just performed the Super Bowl.
Did y'all see the Angie Martinez interview with Mary when she said this new song "Rent's Due" was out because she had to pay all the alimony to her ex-husband and she was broke? Yeah. So y'all, no, y'all
I mean,
ain't
I
feel
didn't
that.
see that.
That's
I
not
mean,
a major
I
sister girl
know.
moment. Are y'all
I
serious?
know.
No, because when it
We
came out
talked
that
about
she
this
had to pay
before.
him all that money, I
We
said
talked about this
that's a
before.
low down,
Yeah.
dirty something. Because what man takes money from a woman like that? What man? And you know that you really didn't contribute nothing to
Right.
her career.
Right.
You know you didn't. You didn't do
Right.
nothing. She put you on. She upgraded
Right.
him. And then this lazy joker wants to
Don't
live
you be
off of
mumble
her.
rapping.
No, if you don't want me, then you don't want my money either. You don't need me. Go on. Go find somebody else to manage and, build their career. Oh, I forgot you can't do that because you need somebody's coattail to ride on. And ain't nobody on my caliber gonna mess with you anymore.
Ooh. And that's why he got the payout. But I actually agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think he might have. I think he did add a little something, but wasn't nothing like what he got paid out for. It wasn't that much value.
She was already who she was before he got there.
Yeah.
Her music, her sound, all of that. She already had all of that. So I don't think that he made any type of significant or big difference in her music to have been able to go out like that. But again, New Jersey, good old state of New Jersey. It depends on where you get married at. It depends on whatever the divorce laws are.
Yep.
And separating and dividing up assets.
It's rough. It's
So
rough.
who was the best performance out of them before we move on? Like, who was the best?
No, we got more.
I would
We
say
got to
Kid
look
Dot.
at the 50. We got 50.
Oh yeah, let me see these
We
clips.
talked about 50.
Yes.
50 coming out of the ceiling.
Go, show. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip the party like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give up. It's not your birthday. You can find me in the club. Collar full of bub. Mama, I got what you need.
All right, to be 75, 50 look good.
75.
Hanging upside down and pulling himself up.
Yo, Shiny is choosing violence all this morning.
50
got it.
It was
going
nothing
on.
wrong with 50 body. 50 body, he a little thick. 50 looked good.
50
Oh, we
looks
know what
good.
Shiny like.
50 look
we
good.
know Mo like. Excuse me, we know Mo like. I think Shiny like it too.
There's no secret. There's no secret. I don't like skinny men. I don't prefer skinny men. I like a little thick.
He did look swole. He did look swole, though, right? Can you admit that?
He looked jail thick.
Yeah, he looks
And
good.
Like he just came home, like he just hit the brick.
He hanging upside down and can pull himself up and get down. And
Did y'all see the Spice Adams?
He looks
The
good.
Spice Adams memes?
No,
Who
which
is
one? I saw a
Spice
couple
Adams?
memes, but which one? You could probably send it. What did it have? Describe it.
Oh, it had him hanging upside down. It was hilarious. He nailed it. He nailed a couple of them.
Yes, we love 50. We love 50, honey.
Yes.
I absolutely
I saw
love
he
50.
kept he adjusted his shirt a couple of times. Like he felt
That's
like it was
fine.
too snug. I
That's
saw he a little
okay.
subconscious of the weight
That's
gain.
all
and-
right, 50.
Yeah,
50,
but
you
it
looking
happens.
good.
No, it was very nostalgic. He dressed just like he was, back in the day when he first came out with G Unit with the wife beater and
He can still get in a wife beater. It ain't like Bobby Brown in a wife beater, and I love Bobby Brown too, but we couldn't put Bobby Brown out there in a wife beater.
no.
Now, I'm really surprised at all this Mary hate and then all this fat boy 50 love.
Listen,
I don't think
he's thick. I don't think he's fat at all.
I think he's fine. Hey, 50.
Just like I like
it. 50. No, I think he's 50. Hey, 50. What's up?
I ain't mad at y'all. I get it.
Yeah.
You can find me at the club. Hey, 50.
So he's 46. So 50, 46.
Oh, he looks good. He 46.
I don't know if that's true, Ashley.
Oh, that's a joke. She said 46 was good on 50. No, he may be.
Is he 46? I thought
He
he
not that far off. He not that far off.
He may be.
Oh.
All right, check this out, Shani.
Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, it says 46.
You emailed it to me?
It's in the private chat.
In the private chat. Oh, you can click on, Mary looked great at 50. Yes, all of them.
Yeah,
her
body looked good.
Good.
Definitely looked good.
Get the link. Oh, Amir didn't get the link.
Let me send it to you again, Amir.
Yeah, I supported them all. I'm curious. The Kendrick, you said we got maybe a Kendrick clip.
Oh, I sent it to your
know.
Gmail, Amir.
I think Kendrick had
I
the
got a
best
Kendrick.
performance.
Yeah, I got Kendrick.
Oh, you said the best performance?
He didn't have that much time. I think he should.
And I love Mary. Love me some Mary, but I think Kendrick had the best performance.
The best out of all, what was it, 5 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever.
Dre 50, Mary, Kendrick.
You know, if I'm being honest, I watched it on YouTube this morning. The whole halftime thing. I would honestly say Dr. Dre gave the best performance because he played the piano, he did his rap, and and he sound good. He just
But I guess I had a little issue with the Dr. Dre playing the piano because that's Scott Storch, technically Philly's own.
Oh yes,
and it would have been great to have Scott come out. Well, the part that he played, right? Yeah, that would have been dope.
No, Dre had to do that. So let's see.
Name in a long time.
Here's K-Dot. Here's Kendrick. Oh, my bad. I ain't put K-Dot
Mary
in.
like, hey, I'm gonna show you.
She really loved Mary.
Wait a
Give me
minute.
some love.
Wait a minute. Okay, well, let's check out Eminem while I figure out what happened to K-Dot. So yeah, he took his knee.
And then he took his
Great
knee
knee.
at the end.
Great knee.
So in all the so I see what you're saying, Shawnee, about Dr. Dre's, but he got the hot.
Got a hot.
Look at how he moving.
He was straddling the bench. He was straddling the piano bench.
No.
He pulled his pants up knowing he had to do that.
Dre is
he pulled his
moving like
pants up with a belt on.
Papa. Dre is moving like Papa. I'm like, this is not sexy. This is not sexy. This is not sexy, Dre.
I bet that $1 billion is sexy if he took you out to dinner tonight for Valentine's Day.
Not moving like that.
He can find you in the club too.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shawnee. No, I would be grabbing.
I mean, he gotta be okay. So he got $1 billion, but the question would be, what you gonna do to get me to $1 billion? I mean, you ain't got to give me yours, but are you putting something in Media Room 360 so I can be set for life? Because your $1 billion is doing nothing for me. I can take myself to get something.
It's not just about the $1 billion; it's also about the access. So yes, his $1 billion
so
without.
What is he doing for me? What are you doing for me? I don't
access.
need you for. I don't. Okay, so what you gonna put in the Media Room? That's what I need to know. How we gonna build a Media Room so Shawnee can have her own $1 billion? Can you do that?
She saying all this and she don't even know what her date and how much he make for a living. How much he
don't do that, Jay Black. It's love day. Don't be
got
trying
all
to
these
mess
demands
up
on Dre. You don't even know how much
you talking to me about this $1 billion. You coming at me up with the money.
That.
I didn't come to you about the money. You coming at me about the money. I got $1 billion. I got $1 billion. Okay, that's your $1 billion, and that's fine. Proud of you. Applaud you, black man. But what are you gonna pour into Shawnee to help Shawnee get her own $1 million? Are you gonna promote Media Room 360? Are you gonna be a sponsor for Media Room 360? What kind of business deal we make?
And he's like, you ain't even having sex with me. You ain't even having sex
this is
with me.
business.
Jay Black. Jay Black.
Business.
Jay Black always got to throw the kitty on the table.
If you talking about I'm taking you out,
well, it's always on the table.
He's got to throw the.
It's always on the table.
He always stuffing the kitty cat somewhere in the deal.
That's why there are 8 billion people on the planet, because everybody wants to stuff the kitty cat.
Well, I don't want to stuff the kitty cat because I can get anybody to stuff the kitty cat. But how I'm gonna get $1 billion like you since you brought up money?
By letting them stuff the kitty cat. Sorry, I couldn't respond.
Oh, we left the door open.
Yeah, you left the door open. I'm sorry. I had to walk in.
We left the door wide open.
But yo, real quick, Afro Queen said something about Anderson .Paak. He's actually one of my favorite artists. He was on the drums.
Yes.
He was on the drums last night, killing it. And I will say this.
That's what that was.
Yes. I mean, he's a member of Soul Sonic with Bruno Mars. Yo,
But he
that dude.
was popping before he came out with Bruno, though.
Yes, absolutely.
And
But that's
he was
relevant right now. That's why I
he
brought
was
it up.
so he was so underrated. Anderson .Paak is very underrated.
So if you go back and listen to his catalog now, he's that dude. He's a very special talent, in my opinion.
Yes,
he is. I don't think I put him in this last clip. He plays the drums right before Dre goes into this, but I don't think I included. Yeah, was them orthopedic shoes that Dr. Dre had on? Did y'all see
Why
his
are
shoes?
you coming at
Did
Dre
y'all see
so
his shoes?
much?
Did y'all see his shoes?
Because Dre and Mary
Shawnee
are
is
friends.
relentless today.
Look at his shoes. Y'all just look at his feet. Those them look like orthopedic
Those look like
shoes.
Giuseppe's or McQueen's, the plain McQueen's.
Okay,
I
Dre.
really couldn't get a. Shawnee is relentless this morning.
I want to know, does everybody know? Does everybody know what song he was playing before he went into Dre Day?
Yeah, and
Yes,
I thought
Dream.
I said no. I thought it was Tupac. I said Tupac coming out. Wasn't that Tupac?
But who? No, that's Tupac sampled it.
But he
Who's the
sampled
original
it.
song?
Oh,
He
that's
sampled it from
Elder
the Barge.
Okay, all right. I'm just
A
checking.
simple fantasy. Yeah, that's the Barge.
Not to be confused with Switch.
Yes, the Barge.
The Barge.
Well, Switch, the brothers were in Switch, so
Yes, but a lot of
everybody
people
don't know
always
that. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
Okay, here you go,
the oldest
Amir.
the Barge.
No, I just sent it to Amir's Gmail because I got it.
Well, that's where I was sending it to. I don't know. Maybe because I'm talking so
They
bad
said
about
Bunny the Barge. That's what you're talking about, Bunny.
Yeah, she's
the oldest.
She's the lead on
And
it.
Well, she's not the oldest, but she's one of the older sisters.
To see.
I thought it was gonna be a hologram of Tupac.
Oh, look at Shawnee. Shawnee holding notes over there.
Oh, she can sing.
Oh, she can?
Like
Shawnee,
Mary
give
J.
him a little
Blige.
bit, Shawnee. Give him a look. Go ahead.
Listen, that's all I need. Listen,
I'm
if you
not doing that.
if you serenade dude tonight, you might get lucky.
No, Shawnee can sing. Come on.
I sing to him.
Hum in his ear.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, Shawnee out here playing for
Like when she takes it, like a lot of times on the show here, she just sing a little bit. You can tell she can sing, but when she's really like taking it serious, you be like, oh well, no, you can sing.
Oh, I had no
She
idea.
play around on the show enough that you know she can sing, but when she really take it serious,
Somebody's here.
Shawnee got soul.
Yeah.
Where's K-Dot clip? They want to see your K-Dot clip.
I'm looking for it right
cast
now.
of Meteor
That's
Man.
what I'm doing. Somebody
You know,
just
Jay
popped
Black, for
in.
somebody who can't walk and chew bubblegum, you sure do be laying down demands on Shawnee with these clips. Give her some damn time. She getting it. She's trying to find it.
Hello.
Good morning, Amir.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me just rotate my screen.
Yes.
Turn
So we can,
bam.
so I can look like I'm here with the rest of y'all. Good morning.
Yes,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coming in
How
with
you
that good
guys
energy.
doing? Yeah, well,
let's
you
see
know,
if
it's
he gonna hate
Monday.
on Mary J.
That's
like
right.
Shawnee.
Hey, look, first of all,
Okay,
there's
I got K-Dot.
a lot to get through. Coming off the birthday weekend, because last week was the birthday, so this was the birthday weekend.
Happy
So
birthday.
Happy birthday, bro.
thank you. Appreciate it. Let me address the first thing that y'all brought up early this morning, which was the Valentine's Day thing. Let me get to that first before I get to the Super Bowl and all that stuff.
For those who missed it, it was about Happy Valentine's Day, and then it was the single people celebrated and being forced to celebrate, and it was some conversation related with couples and being single and what to do and what not to do. Go ahead, Amir.
Okay, so first off, I'm not single, but I hate Valentine's Day. I hate all forced holidays. I don't care what holiday it is.
I feel
all
you
of
on
them
that.
are false. And here's what I'll say about it. Let me just ask this question real quick and see what Shawnee and Mo think about this. So Shawnee and Mo, if I gave you flowers every day of the year except Valentine's Day, would you be upset?
No.
Okay. Now, see, that's you two. Do you know how many women I've asked that question and they went ballistic? Hell yeah, I'd be mad. So I was like, see, so it's not about the holiday. It's some foolishness that you made up in your minds about supposedly when somebody else should tell you how and when you should prove to somebody that you love them. Now, hear me out. When I start thinking about it, and I say to myself, well, who gave somebody else rule over your relationship and how you show somebody else you love them? I'm a little worried about you and I'm a little worried about the relationship. This is me speaking for me. It's me speaking for me. But with that having been said, I always thought that Valentine's Day, like I said, was a forced situation. If you see something that you think your significant other or whoever you're dating or whoever you married to, and it's June 7th and it's dope, then you get it for them. You say, hey, I was by the store, I was in the mall, I saw this, I thought you'd like it. It is what it is. But when we start allowing supposedly society and this particular format of society to tell us when and how to do that, I'm a little worried about all of us as a whole. That's just me and how I feel about that specific thing.
Amir, do you think all these holidays are forced situations? Because to me, they're all promoted by corporations.
I do think I do think all of them. The only holiday that I think that we all honestly should officially celebrate is your birthday, because that is the one thing that nobody else has control over. You know, my mom did a really dope post that I didn't even think about until she posted it the other day, and she said, happy birthday to my son and to myself. She said, this is the day that, you know, I brought him into the world. So it was a birthday for me and it was a birthday for him. And I was like, wow, that's deep. And I never really thought about that ever in my life. I've always thought to myself that for you beautiful ladies who bring children into the world, first and foremost, I think that y'all are amazing, because there isn't a small or a large opportunity for you to actually die every time you give birth to a child. So I always tell guys, any dudes who out here, you hating on your child's mother or whatever the case may be, shame on you, because they gave you the one gift that nobody else can give you. All this other diamonds and foolishness people talk about.
Yes.
It ain't
Jay Black.
Don't worry about me. No, I'm listening. He preaching. He's saying a lot of good stuff.
It's not the same. So I think that, you know, we have to at least take that into account, or we should take that into account. Now, with that having been said, to the the question that Kamari just asked me, yeah, I think all of the other holidays are super made up, and I hate it that we've become so programmed to believing that we need to follow them. Like I said, I just think that if you have people in your life that you appreciate, that you love, you do anything and everything you can on any day to show them that and to let them know that I'm always thinking about you. I always think that whatever you're going through and however you're living your life is as good as it could be in the moment.
But being honest, that's good on the surface and it sounds good, but to that person and their friends and their family, and they have those conversations, they would like to say, oh, this happened on that day. They want to still gloat.
Well, then there's something wrong with you.
No, they do.
Okay.
I'm just being honest. Just be honest.
No, I get what you're saying, but it's something wrong with you if you feel like you have to prove how somebody else loves you or how much somebody else loves you. That's not for them.
Because you get judged. Don't you get judged? Kids get judged.
No, don't nobody care about getting judged.
They get judged by people who don't even have.
So Jay Black.
What you mean we're not being honest?
The point. No, you're not being honest, because there are people that really they take that stuff to heart. They want those moments.
But Jay Black, they take that stuff to heart and they want those moments because, unfortunately, like I said, we're listening to a societal wrong. Look, I work in corporate America. Do you know how tough well, not now because nobody's in the office, but do you know how tough Valentine's Day is? Yo, I work in an office where it's nothing but women, and it is hilarious every Valentine's Day to see some people get flowers and some people not. And them faces be like, he better send me some flowers by the end of the day. So stop. Don't do that. Don't put your people. Don't put that kind of pressure on your people.
Don't put that type of pressure on yourself. Forget putting it on the person. Forget putting it on the person you're dealing with. Don't put that type of pressure on yourself, because what you're saying is, I'm being weighted by what somebody else does for me, and I have no control over whether that person comes through and does something for me. Like, that's just crazy. Not as an adult. Like, as a kid, I can understand. A young person, I can understand. But we full-fledged adults.
But these adults ain't nothing but big-ass kids.
You can't judge me off what my man does to me. You cannot judge me off of you can't say, oh, he don't love you if he didn't do XYZ.
Wait, so
today.
But they being judged. Amir even said it. So if that edible arrangements didn't come, if that like whatever
edible arrangements,
they better get their fruit popping. But if that stuff didn't come, Amir is saying the other people are talking and chattering. They want that moment. Like it ain't about. I know they take care.
Because nobody wants to be left out.
Listen, I never cared about getting anything for. I do Valentine's Day big for my kids and my mom because that's what I want to do. But they don't have to give me nothing. Like I don't like getting flowers because I had to tell God, don't buy me no flowers because I don't want no flowers. You ain't got to go through all that because they dead already, and then I got to take care of them and just we don't have to do that.
And let's factor this in. Valentine's Day or any day. The most important thing about love is you loving yourself. And if you don't really do that, it doesn't make a difference if somebody gives you flowers, chocolate, a trip, diamonds, whatever. Then you are already in, the void. You got to love yourself first. All that other stuff are added perks, quote unquote, depending on how you look at it. But if you aren't already in love with yourself, if you aren't already happy with yourself, if you're not already, thinking about how wonderful a person you are and what you bring to the world, then like you already really in trouble. Nobody can fill that void but you. You got to start with you.
To Tamika, the only one that didn't get anything in the office, and all the other girls are gloating. She ain't trying to hear that.
But no, she's not. But the reality for Tamika is okay. And I'll just play devil's advocate for a second. Let's just say you get the most flowers in the office. You get 24 roses. Okay, he gave you 24 roses. He sent you chocolate and all that stuff. But he's smashing his secretary at the same time. Is it? So do you understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, yeah, like, dude,
you going home to an abusive relationship? Yeah, it could be all types of issues.
So come on, yeah. So we gotta. That's what I'm saying. We gotta stop with all of that. You gotta know and be safe and secure, hopefully enough in yourself to go. You know what? It's a beautiful day. It's not the end all or be all. It just happens to be a day that people, have decided to show whatever. And that's it. If you get it anything beyond that, like I said, I'm worried about you. And then, it's also one of those days, just like Mother's Day, where the restaurants are the only people who come out big in this is the card industry, the flower industry, the chocolate industry. So those are all the people that come out big in this.
But Kelly J just made a very, very good point because I've seen this done in some of my previous jobs. She said, I have seen some of my coworkers order stuff to send to the job and make it seem like someone sent it to them. I'm not going that far with it. But that goes back to validation and feeling like you belong to the group, which is your coworkers, your peers or whatever at work. You want to feel like you're a part. You don't want to feel left out. I think that's what Kamari was saying. People don't want to feel left out. But I am not. I'm not buying. First of all, I ain't talking about my warm apple pie and I ain't sitting in the window because as soon as you talk about your warm apple pie, your single coworker is going to be checking for him at the party and other things like that. So you shouldn't even tell people at work what your significant other does or does not do for you.
So here's a quick fact for everybody, right? Valentine's Day in 2019 brought in $20.7 billion. So everybody won except for us.
Weren't spending the money.
Now to get to some other topics that you guys talked about this morning, Shawnee, congratulations. Not that I ever thought that you weren't dating everything, but I thought that it was great that you brought up your dating history low.
Congratulations, you got a date.
You know why? Because it was hilarious the way that Jay Black was trying to be like, well, wait, he was putting it together. I was like, is he Columbo today? Like, what are you doing, sir? She got a date. She got somebody in her life. That's a beautiful thing.
Jay Black want to know everything. He want to know his financial history, what kind of money he made.
He was the Black Columbo. I was like, what are you doing?
After taxes.
She got a great guy who apparently she enjoys. That's all. End of story. We ain't got to put it on.
He already brought bikes. How they know? How he know they know?
I'm trying to figure out the ulterior motives, if they there, if he's genuine, if he's good for a long time.
I'm gonna say this.
If he bringing to the table. I was just trying to figure things out.
I'm gonna say this. Sometimes that big brother, that Uncle Energy's love is needed, right? Because sometimes these sisters go out here. Not you, Shawnee, specifically, but sometimes these sisters go out here. No, seriously, I used to do this to my cousins a lot, so I relate to this. And they go out here and they act like don't nobody love them. and they do things that they shouldn't do, and they compromise themselves in the ways that they shouldn't compromise themselves. And the dudes need to know that people love you. So there comes a certain fallback on it. Like, so yeah, if somebody loves you, that means you can't just get away with doing anything
putting her up
with
on
my
game.
sister, my cousin, whatever. We have to protect our women, and part of protecting our women is schooling them and saying, listen, why is this man even worthy of you? Right? I mean, I don't think enough of those conversations are being had. So I know Jay was kind of clowning a little bit, but there is some seriousness to that I think we need to think about a little bit deeper.
No, Jay Black was serious.
Yeah.
Jay Black was serious.
Jay Black, like, what's going on?
Jay Black. See, y'all don't understand. And I've been around Jay Black for over two decades. Okay, Jay Black. Jay Black really used to make me feel bad. Like, even if it was somebody I was kind of interested in or thought, I'd be like, oh God, Jay Black be like,
you know why?
You know what he want? You know he only want one thing.
Trying to put you up on game when you're that close by. I mean, I don't want it to happen to me when it's the other way around, but I get it. You need to have, like Cooper said, you got to have some people in your corner to put you up. Like, hey, he gonna say this next, and he likely going to try to say this. He gonna set this up for down the road.
But I was around for his who won it phase, and I didn't say anything. I didn't say,
that was me and Mike out in them streets.
You shouldn't spread yourself. Spread yourself.
Hey, listen, Mo, you had a responsibility to Jay too. You supposed to tell him what it is.
Now Jay feel like he got it under control, but he recognizes the relationship I have with you and Mike, so he know.
That's
and
dope.
Bink.
Cool. And then okay, so now let's get to the Super Bowl, because I missed all of the comments. Personally, I really was not that impressed with the show. I know everybody else was like, I was like, this was okay. First of all, if you're going to do a concert to Dr. Dre, then do a concert to Dr. Dre. I don't want to get up there and have everybody do the songs that you're responsible for. I want them to get up there and make me feel good, because it's the halftime show, and I want to be excited about the halftime show. I don't want Mary J. Blige to do the joints that you did for, because they wasn't that dope to me. I want Mary J. Blige to do the stuff that we know how to do, so that we can sit there and go, hey, that's the Mary we know. We didn't get the dance. We didn't get the terrible kick. We didn't get any of the stuff that we know to be the Mary J. Blige that we love. Let's keep it 1,000. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. As far as 50 Cent, being a surprise guest, I thought that was wonderful. I know he's a part of that, tree. So it was cool to see 50 get up there and do what he does. Eminem's performance was okay at best. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out. Everybody was like, it's better than one of the greatest Super. Now I'll give it. It was nice to see hip hop center stage. It really was. It's nice to see hip hop center stage. But again, was it? Look, I love Snoop. Hold on, I love Snoop. I think he's one of the greats. But let's be clear, didn't he look like that old uncle that just got out of rehab?
He
up there?
does.
Come on, y'all. Like, we're doing a lot of co-signing stuff.
I'm real quick. My homie said Snoop still looks the same as he did when he was 19. The same dress, the same everything. So it's like he hasn't come forward at all.
Yeah. So, I think Kendrick, like I said, I think he probably had the best, performance of everybody. But it was a little weird to see him up there with the Golden Lords,
Golden Lord, I couldn't think of it. The media man.
That was a little funny to me. I was like, what's going on? Or the Black M&Ms. Either way, y'all can have it either way you like it. So that's why I said I had comedy. I was in my house like this. Really, guys? This is what we're doing? But I thought overall it was, it was a decent situation.
It was definitely a nod to hip hop. It was
look at the quick production.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, here's the video. Let's see.
Listen, I just told my kids about Meteor Man the other day. I love Meteor Man, so always worked for me.
Meteor Man was great. That was our first kind of superhero foray.
Yeah.
It was really good. So I thought, like I said, that again, all of the performances, were solid. I just didn't understand why it was such a Dre. I was like, and I get Dre is the king of Cali and all that stuff, so kudos to him. But I was like, dude, let these people get up there and do what we know them to do, so that this way we could really enjoy the show. Mary, we know Mary. Look, if she don't do Real Love or one of them joints, she East Coast.
Right.
She not West Coast. She East Coast.
Right.
Look, you got to represent everybody. The East Coast tuned in. We all tuned in to watch the game and and watch the halftime show. So let Mary get up there and do what Mary does: the terrible dance and the kick, so we could all
Come
laugh.
on, you can't be talking about the Queen and Mary. Come on,
Look,
man. We love Mary. We love
I
Mary.
love Mary. I love Mary, but look, we can't wait to see her do that terrible dance.
Yeah, I was.
We all practice it at home.
It ain't bad. I was waiting. I was like, it's coming. It's coming. Come on, man.
So
here it comes.
Is
this Kendrick? Okay. The Golden Lords. Hey. Put some thought in this.
Yeah.
I would like to see the aerial view of that, like on the
It's more of a stage presence and performance, is what I think Amira was saying.
Yeah.
Like more.
And then I'll say this, and again, like I said, this is no disrespect to, like I said, all the wonderful performances that went on, but also, and this is me speaking for me, because right now we have a real issue with a lot of our young artists, unfortunately, dying the way that they dying, especially our newer hip hop artists. But my understanding now, and this was something that somebody had to, explain to me, because I was like trying to figure out, they said a lot of these young artists are still gang affiliated, good, bad, and different. I don't know if putting the Crip Walk on the national stage was such a great idea under these circumstances. Now, look, y'all could, be upset and whatever, but you got to understand, imagery is everything. So when you allow young people to tune in, see this, and now think that it's cool because they did it on national stage at the Super Bowl, is it? Because now you got some young people who be thinking to themselves, I'm in the right space at the right time, and I don't know if they are. So I'm just putting that out there. So that's why I said there were some things that I questioned.
Ain't that on them? Because they knew that the Snoop and the dance comes along with the music. Like just like we expect the Mary dance. I expected the Crip walking, to be honest.
But I mean, I get what Amira's saying, right? Because there's a bigger conversation, there's a bigger thing happening right now, and so with these quote unquote OGs, there should be a bigger responsibility. However, I mean, I agree with you, Amir, but I also agree with Jay. You're not like. Sadly, Snoop has never disassociated himself with the Crips. I don't think that's ever going to happen. And so, sadly, it is just what it is. It's going to come with it, sadly.
So, like I said,
and sadly, no, go ahead. I was just going to comment on the Crip Walk. I mean, sadly, it's actually been mainstreamed.
Yes,
you got people like Martha Stewart. You got people who don't realize the origin is really what they're spelling out in a dance and what it represents. They don't have any idea. It's just when they saw, Snoop doing it back in the day, or certain artists from the West Coast doing it back in the day, it just took a whole mainstream effect. And
but I think
that's that. Go ahead.
I think that's a microcosm, though, also of the times. Look, the one thing, I don't know if you guys even addressed this, but the other thing that I thought was pretty impressive, a lot of the commercials for the first time in a long time were really pretty good to me too. It's been a while since the commercials. I thought
which one stood out? Which one stood out to me? Which one?
I thought that the commercial with the sloth using Salt and Pepper's Push It, I thought was really interesting. I was like, wow. I thought the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and I forget who the actress was, but there was one where he was supposed to be like Zeus and he was using his electrical powers for electric car. I thought that was hilarious.
You like the LeBron James one? The LeBron James
I thought the LeBron James one was dope because, all of us here are, in our 40s, in the 50s or whatever the case may be. And let's think about it. If you could find your younger self and tell your younger self that you were going to possibly go through some of the things that you went through, and or some of it you're going to need to go through so that you could turn into the person that you turned into now. Wouldn't that be kind of dope? You know what I mean? Because then you wouldn't have worried about so many things maybe at an earlier stage, at earlier stages of your life. So I thought that was powerful. The GM one with what's my mini me and all of them, that shit was hilarious to me. I don't know if y'all saw that one. It was a GM commercial with all the characters from what's that movie with the mini me? Austin Powers. Yeah, they had the whole Austin Powers. Yeah, they had the whole Austin Powers team. I thought that was hilarious. I don't know if y'all saw the Barbie one for Shawnee and
I
Mo.
didn't
The
see any
one
of them.
they had a Barbie one that was like for a realtor, and it was a realtor commercial, and it's funny. So go look it up. I thought that was great. So I thought that the commercials for the first time, like I said, in a long time, and I like the fact that they kind of went old school and new school. So you had some of the new things. Did y'all see the Joneses? You saw the Joneses one with Tommy Lee Jones,
I saw that one.
Khadijah Jones. I thought
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, some of these were pretty, was pretty cool. So I thought that the commercials for the first time in a long time
And
had, some bites.
So they're gonna rerun. They're gonna rerun those.
Yes.
Yeah. For $7 million, they better get some more usage out of it. They was paying $7 million for commercials. It's like,
well,
Jesus.
no, that's the thing. They air them on during the Super Bowl, and then the next day you always see all of them back to back, like a kind of like a recap.
Yeah.
Well, I got a
Yes.
delivery, Amir.
Yes.
I guess you came on, and I
Nice.
got a little. That's why I had to walk away. Somebody was
Wait.
at my door. I got
Nice.
Ooh, come through.
Nice.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, the dope bear too.
Wait, let me
Nice.
see.
The flower bear.
Nice.
Little candy.
Now, my only thing is, like I said, I
That is
think that that's
nice.
beautiful. But if he did it, on February
For
26th,
GP, he just did
it
it
should
for
still be
GP.
dope. Like you like, oh snap!
So too. Yeah, this is.
I tell people, I said, I think what we've, what we do now, and this is me speaking for me, but I think this is, a general thing. We don't do stuff that are surprised anymore. Everybody's so curious. So we be like, what? Why you want to know this? Why you want to know that? So you don't have surprises anymore. You don't get to go, oh my God, wow, that was dope.
See,
Or
but
that was
Amir,
nice.
in order for
Yes,
him
sir.
to get to the point
I
where he
like the
doesn't
bear. I
have
love
to
that
do
bear.
something every holiday, he needs to be able to, I guess, to court her now. So it's expected now. So I think it comes in time, maybe that, I ain't got to do that on the 14th because I know we do this all year long. And so I think it comes in time to get there. But initially, as a new dating, I think Shawnee may have felt some way if it wasn't something special.
No, I wouldn't have. I think it
Some
just
females
fell
may.
on Valentine's Day. I told him he didn't have to do nothing for Valentine's Day.
But you saying you don't have to means you have to. Like I'm just
No,
telling
that
what
doesn't.
it
No,
is.
Sometimes people
Basically.
say what they
No.
mean and
Jay,
mean
it
what
does
they
not
say.
mean that.
back.
It doesn't
Yeah.
mean that. I mean, Valentine's Day and my birthday; those are the most important. But it's usually me
You
doing
hear that?
Valentine's
You
Day.
hear
It's
that, Amir?
me doing something for my daughters and my
It's
mom,
important.
my grandmother, my dad. That's what it's been. I haven't had a romantic Valentine's Day from a dude.
But that's nice. Now, if it was something else for the girls too, that would have been, that's where the bonus points come in at.
Yeah, he already did something for the girls.
Okay,
Listen.
that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, he coming through. He's serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's
What's
nice.
up?
And he strategically timed it out knowing that you would be on the show. I court that.
I love it. I love it because those are definite signs of him filling you out and trying to understand your love language and what appeals to you, what makes you smile. Those things are important.
Yeah.
So I always say this, right? Not to go too far off the rails. Ladies always come to me and ask my opinion about their love. What do we call it?
Your love language?
Your love language?
No, not love language. Their love life, right?
Okay.
And so I always tell folks, I said, listen, if the actions don't match the words, at least the majority of the time, then that person isn't serious. So, I mean, it's really that simple, but you got to be paying attention and not caught up in all the other flowery language and words and game that's being spit. So you can really see what's going on and get to the true intentions of a person. So if the actions don't match the words, so if he tells you he's going to do X, Y, Z, and it's always, my car broke down, my dog got sick, my sister got sick, I had to go help my mom.
I got to be at a funeral.
I got to be at the funeral. Those are true signs that this isn't a real thing.
Yeah. But can we talk about when people say you don't really love me? And I think what I have learned is that sometimes people do love you, but they love you to the best of what they know what love is. So it doesn't mean that they don't love you. It's just, I think that we need to find it and say, or change it and say, you're not loving me how I am used to being loved, or I don't feel loved by your version of what love is. When people ask you about their love life.
I think the only thing I'd add to that too is sometimes, and this I think goes for both sides too, because like I shared on here before, we don't necessarily heal up properly. You don't know how to maybe get into your new situation and bring the energy that you need to bring into it because you never healed from the last situation. So, I've had people say to me, well, why you don't write this or why you don't do that? And I'm like, because I used to do that. And sometimes some of the stuff that you do, it gets dated for yourself because how many times can you write the same thing? So sometimes you have to switch it up. I might write you something this week, and then next week it might be a card. The following week it might be, something else. But let me figure that out. Don't get used to the fact that it's a card all the time or it's a writing all the time because I might run out of words. I might run out of things that I feel like saying. No. But hear me out. You understand what I'm saying? Because we, for instance, the slow mo way is GMYWD.
Like,
good morning. What are you doing?
What are you doing? You like, first of all, that's the laziest shorthand, terrible text you can send somebody. But we do it. So then you get somebody who, says good morning. And the different salutations. Good morning, Queen. Grand Rising.
Good morning, beautiful.
We about to get in trouble.
No. But hear me out, Kamari. I'm saying it because after a while, though, you can't. There's only but so many ways that you can say that. So then you start. You like, I don't feel like continuing to say this every day.
Good morning.
I'm gonna do something else. And all I'm saying is leave room for the ability to sometimes allow whoever that other person is to figure out some other ways to express what they feel and what they think. We can't I know for a fact that sometimes men and women do this. You just stop texting me all of a sudden. I don't got nothing to say in the text. Go back and read the texts. They all say the same goddamn thing. You act like you're saying something new. It says the same shit. Like, come on, like give me something. Give me a minute to get some other things.
Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it, Amir?
I'm not a phone person, Amir. I full transparency. I am not a phone person. So I'm a texter. I could text you all night long, right? But to your point, sometimes it becomes like a pattern. Like you're just doing good morning, beautiful. How you doing, lover? Like sometimes I just send a song. Like I'll send a person a song. Like I'll send my significant other a song because how many times I'm going to say good morning, lover.
And that's all
so
I'm
where
saying.
It loses its effect. It loses what you're what you sending it for in the first place. It loses the feel. So instead of sending that, I might say, you know what? Let me find him a song. Let me find a song real quick that might express a little more, might make him smile a little bit. But don't say a person stop texting.
No. I didn't say stop. I'm just saying find some other ways to still, to your point, express yourself.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm agreeing with that.
It could be a picture. It could, first of all, there's so many things that allow you to express yourself. And again, this is why I said, to me, sometimes we've lost our ability to critically think. We just get one way and we get stuck in it. It's like, it's this way or the highway. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a million ways that you could do certain things, guys. You got to leave room for some of these other ways to surface, see how it goes, and understand that this is just this person's process and how they go about doing the things that they do. Doesn't mean, they love you any less. Doesn't mean that they don't care. They're just trying to figure out certain things because I'm like I said, I'm a big proponent of surprises. I don't want you to surprise me too crazy, but every blue moon, a nice surprise is a beautiful. Look, you talk about Valentine's Day. This is a true story. So I got a friend of mine. I've never gotten flowers a day in my life. And I was working in Soho here in New York. And all of a sudden, the front desk calls me and they said, Amir, there's a dozen roses down here for you. So I thought that they meant it was a dozen roses for somebody, within the company. So I go downstairs, I, look at the thing, I read the card and it was like, Happy Valentine's Day, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, who the hell sent me roses? Like I really was puzzled. So a young lady who I had not even really dated, her and I were just really great friends. but we always hung out like after work and all that kind of stuff. And she was like, man, you always bring like positive energy. You always, trying to cheer me up and, give me positive vibes. She said, so I thought I'd do something nice for you. And I told her, I hit her, I said, you know what? I'm really blown away by this. I said, because in all the years I've been on the planet, nobody's ever sent me flowers of any kind. So for you to send a dozen roses, super kudos and props to you. But that's what I mean. Because
and how did it make you feel though? Like, how did it make you feel?
It was one of those moments that was really like, oh my God, like, wow, you know what I mean? But that to me, that's what gifts and that's what surprises are supposed to do. They're not supposed to be, well, I was expecting him or her to do like that. Where's the fun in that? That's why I said I don't get that whole, buying into these various things that people have made up. No, you're supposed to be surprised.
Amir, I like gifts. I like surprises. I like gifts, and I like surprises. I'm not hung up on the day perspective, like birthdays for me, because I do love holidays, but birthdays for me I think are the most important because that's the one day that you don't share with anyone else, right? So I think that everybody should be made to feel special on their birthday. Valentine's Day, Christmas, things like that. Yeah, getting gifts is great. But I would rather for somebody to show their affection and their love towards me all year around. It doesn't have to be a big grand gesture, but even just little small notes of appreciation, small gifts of appreciation. I thought of you today, and you present somebody with a gift. I was going by the store and I saw XYZ and I thought of you. It doesn't have to be a big gift, but it might be something small that they heard you talk about. Because y'all be ear hustling when we be on the phone with our girls, our girlfriends and our mamas. Y'all ear hustle. So, sometimes you might get a gift and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even know he knew I wanted this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's not about him getting it for you or your other half getting it for you, but more so that they listened and they were paying attention to something that will bring you joy.
Yes.
Thoughtfulness matters.
What you say, Kamari?
Thoughtfulness matters.
Yes, it does. It and I don't know why, sometimes men who have a lot of money and you find them men who just throw money. That might excite someone who doesn't know them.
Who
doesn't know themselves. But if you find a woman who's worth her weight, and I'm not saying everybody like money, but if you find a woman who's worth her weight, that's not going to be fascinating. What's going to be more fascinating and intriguing to her is somebody who listens and pays attention to her. I promise you that goes a lot further than money, especially as you get older.
I agree with you.
Well, we got to talk about, I got your thing, Kamari. So the racial pushback at the Super Bowl. Nobody has really talked about this because it was all black people and one white person.
And that kneeling by Eminem.
Yes.
But go ahead, Sean.
Yeah. So here are some of the tweets that went out about the halftime show. So the conservative MUA, the conservative makeup artist, says Eminem was the only white person in the entire performance. So but I do remember that there's been halftime shows where no black people in there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But if you look at who she's replying to, it tells you a lot.
She's replying to Truth Hurts. Said that
No. She's replying to Candace Owens.
Mm-hmm.
What did Candace Owens say? Where's Candace at?
Go back to the top suite.
Yeah.
Well, that's the conservative makeup artist.
Yes. So I'm just saying that Candace Owens she always trolling and saying something crazy. So I'm just saying she always does that. And so she's a black woman who is very right leaning. Married a white man, not that race matters when it comes to love, but in this case, it kind of follows suit with what she's about. And she always has something spicy to say about black stuff. Something nasty to say about black stuff.
Okay, so let's just, like you said, take for a minute. First of all, like I said, a big shout out to Eminem for taking the knee, because I am curious to see what real ramifications that's going to have in any way, shape, or form. So shout out to him for that. But okay, after we get past that, and y'all aren't gonna do anything to Eminem because he's Eminem. But I think that it's amazingly funny how, like you said, there's this. Well, it was what you call it. Do we get upset when y'all have Rolling Stones do the halftime show? Do we get upset when y'all have, some of these other? And here's my thing. Be clear. I don't love or hate any of them. I'm just like, this who they chose to do the halftime show. Jennifer
and it's
Lopez,
Black History, it's Black History Month, damn it. Like,
on top of
what y'all gonna do is, yes, rock out with it.
I found Candace's tweet. So Candace said, "This is an excellent Super Bowl halftime performance. Undeniable hip hop and R&B excellence." That was her tweet.
Okay. So cool. So at least, she had a solid, response to what she saw. Now, the funny thing, obviously, with Candace Owens, because y'all have seen it, her, like you said, her history, whatever the case may be. She started out on our side and initially, because when she needed the Black community,
hey,
she was
conveniently Black.
Yeah, and for most of us, that's part of the issue too. Look, I don't have a problem with you, figuring out where your loyalties lie. I know this. You're Black all day, every day. To the point that you just made, Mo, is Black History Month. We don't get to choose to put down being Black, like ever. Nope. There's no day where you wake up and you be like, you know what? Today I don't think I'm going to be Black.
No days off.
I think I'm going to be something else. So, so we don't get that. But with that having been said, the amazing thing is this, and I always laugh because especially where hip hop is concerned, and y'all see this especially in our movies, and amongst the people who they know more hip hop than we do. Let's just be clear. Like, really, when you sit around, sometimes you watch some of these white movies, they do all kind of skits to, hip hop songs. You be like, now, I'll bring that up because this happened to me recently. I had gone out with a friend of mine and I was in a white Irish bar. So I was like, all right, looking around, there was really not that many Black people in there. It was maybe like two other brothers and they, were borderline. And it was me. I was with her. And the rest of the, bar was, like I said, predominantly white. So I saw the bartender go put some on the jukebox. I said, oh, shoot, they got the jukebox rocking? Cool. I went to the jukebox. I threw in Madonna. I threw in Tears for Fears. I threw in like about 5 to 7 white songs. I threw out like 7 to 5 white songs. Yeah, so I'm in there. I'm sitting at the bar. We sitting at the bar, and I'm rocking. I'm singing along to all the songs. You had to see the way white people was looking at me. I said, "Now y'all know how we feel when y'all do hip hop. That's how we feel. Because y'all, you act like y'all are OD songs. They're songs. The beauty of music is it's supposed to resonate with who it resonates with, and then they're supposed to take it and do what they do. Now, the funny thing is, it's amazing how when the tables are turned, you feel some kind of way. But as long as it's all you, it's all good. So stop doing that. We're a group of people. First of all, let's be clear. There's not a form or genre of music that we did not create.
Facts.
Say that again. There's not a form or genre of music we did not create, including rock and roll. I used to get upset about people going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame until I thought about it. And I said, wait a minute, we created rock and roll. So it makes sense that you're going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It just makes sense. We created.
Where you think Elvis got his moves, got his beats, his swag, all of that? Where you think he got that from?
And let's be clear, you know, and this is no disrespect to any particular group or sect, you would be thoroughly unentertained if it were not for us. You don't look, y'all got raisins in the potato salad. Y'all do a lot of weird things.
Not the raisins in the potato salad.
And I'm not here to, because I'm sure y'all have some followers, and I don't want anybody to, feel like I'm digging at y'all. What I'm saying is, we do things in a way that it just is what it is. I'll tell you something else that I don't know. Maybe y'all peeped. Did you know Russell Wilson sitting next to the commissioner at some point during the game? Did y'all see when they cut to that specific scene? So there was a scene when Russell Wilson was sitting next to the commissioner. Now, with all the racial divide going on and the Flores thing and all this, y'all didn't think that was some weird stuff that Russell Wilson is all of a sudden on Black History Month sitting next to the commissioner of the NFL?
The quarterback of a league that he's commissioner of, conflict of interest could be there too. But
they got game. So there's optics and things that they do for specific reasons. All I'm saying is, y'all, we got to pay attention to the whole thing. A lot of what they do is to distract us so that when they lay the law in other areas, we were like, no, but the halftime show was dope. Yeah, but it doesn't give us, credence for some of the other foolishness that y'all are doing. Let's get on board with making sure that African Americans are counted in everything. If I'm not mistaken, I think Kamari brought this up maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago. What's it? $1.6 trillion that we spend in our community or something like that, Kamari, if I'm not mistaken. So
there's 1.6 trillion in black spending, period. Only 2% of it gets spent in our community.
Okay. So now we don't, and then I saw this, I don't know if it was last night or this morning. I was looking at something and they said there were 753 or some wild number of billionaires in the United States. Do y'all want to guess how many of them are black?
2%?
Seven. There's 750 something billion billionaires in the United States, but only 7 of them are black. Come on, y'all. That's a super disparaging difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super disparaging difference.
Speaking of that,
speaking of billionaires, wasn't Kanye at the Super Bowl?
He was, but listen to this. So a few days before the Super Bowl, media mogul Byron Allen has announced that he will enter a bid to purchase the Denver Broncos.
Yep.
He said he was approached about buying an NFL team a few days ago by Robert Kraft and Roger Goodell, who both felt it would be a good idea.
Yeah, he's a good one that they like. He's the
Robert Smith.
That's their contribution for Black History Month. Let's go on and dang a little carrot right there.
But we can't sleep on Byron Allen though. Byron Allen is a media mogul. I mean, he's
but guess what? It doesn't mean that they're going to let him in. It doesn't mean that just because he has that much money and status that they're going to let him in the good old boys club.
But here's the thing,
Robert. This was them opening up the crack like this in the door and saying, "Come on in, come on."
Here's the thing: America's richest black man is also in the running for the Denver Broncos as well, Mr. Robert Smith, who is clearly, I think he's 6.7 billion in net worth. So that's very interesting to me that they went after Byron Allen, but it doesn't seem like they tried to court Robert Smith, who has more money. So that's kind of interesting to me. Byron Allen and Robert Smith should probably join together and do it together, because anytime these teams are brought, it's always a group effort. It's never just one person.
Yeah, just one guy. So, and just to piggyback on that, and I think that there's, again, that's why I said you got to listen to and think about optics. If y'all remember, Robert Kraft was in trouble a couple of years ago with the brothels up in New England or whatever, or down in Miami or some foolishness like that. Look, you always got to pay attention to who's putting this in. We think that would be a great idea. Really, Robert? Really? That's what we're doing now.
No, because he's the black guy that they accept. That was my first thought. Byron is the black guy that they feel, he's different. Like, it's like one of them type things. Yeah, he could be with us.
And they always do that as well. So I agree with Kamari. I think him and, like you said, Robert Smith should get together. And I think they should throw in a couple of other Negroes who are true Negroes. And all of them, get together. And what you call it? Because I think one of the true issues that we have, especially when they're doing specific things as far as the NFL or any, sports organization is concerned now, is we don't have a voice in the room. We don't have a voice in the room. Look, Mike has brought it up on y'all show, a million times. And this is how I know that the NFL, as much as we, like I said, enjoyed the Super Bowl, enjoyed the halftime show. Like he said, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys told his whole team, none of them better not kneel. Now, I don't know about y'all. I'm a grown man. There is no way some other grown man is going to tell me what to do. I don't give a damn what checks you writing for me. Watch your mouth. The only people who can tell me what to do and not to do, their names on my birth certificate. If those two names aren't your names, I'm telling y'all, that's how I get down. People be like,
sadly, a lot of folks will yield to the power of the dollar. So, but let me ask y'all this question, right? Since we're talking about NFL, we're talking about business. We haven't talked about what brought this all together in terms of the NFL Super Bowl concert or halftime show, Rock Nation. So there's been a lot of pushback on Jay, right? Saying he sold out, saying these ain't actionable items, his famous words from that press conference. What do y'all think about what he has done or Rock Nation has done with bringing the Super Bowl halftime show together?
I'll go first. I think that first off, I think that Jay is doing as great a job as he can under the circumstances. One of the true issues that I always have with any of the situations where we move or simulate into their world is there are still restrictions on us. And I say that from this regard. And I know some of you guys have worked in, corporate America, especially in radio and so forth and so on. There's only but so much stuff that you could really say and get away with being a person of color, because the parent company or the main, company isn't people of color. So they sit around and they, say little slight things to you or, innuendo, slight things to you that are supposedly kind of let you know, hey, we understand your plight, but technically this is still our platform and this is still, how we see things. So to Jay doing what he's done thus far, I give him all the credit in the world, because I know his hands are still probably shackled and, to some degree, and he can't do what he really would like to do. With that having been said, I look forward to a day where we don't have that so much anymore, and we can really go out here and show ourselves and be who we're destined to be and be what we're supposed to be. Because let's be clear, even the beautiful people who are in these squares right now, some of the education that we got, or some of the best education we got, wasn't in school. It was in the streets. It was from dealing with real life.
I say that all the time. Street smarts is just as important. Good.
And the fact that we may or may not always be able to express that for various reasons, again, is okay, but it really isn't. Because what tends to happen, to a point that Jay Black just made a minute ago, and Kamari, touched on as well, we got guys like Byron Allen who, for lack of a better word, we perceive to be soft or a cooler version of the Negro based off of, his demeanor and how he's perceived.
One of the good ones.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's not,
perceivably one of the good ones.
It's one of the good ones.
And it's not fair to him, because in all honesty, if you really look at his track record and what he's been able to accomplish in the last, 20 years or so, as far as buying up all these TV stations and all that stuff, is dope. It's almost Michael Jackson-esque in this regard. You could talk about me, say whatever you want. I'll just buy up everything.
Somebody right now he's suing someone because their commercials didn't have enough black representation.
So that and
I think
that's
he
why
won. It's like, yeah.
So so I'm happy to see that. So again, my short answer to it is I'm glad that Jay is again, like I said, doing the best that he can under the circumstances. I look forward to seeing more of a true representation of who and what we are, as time goes on, and we just have to wait and see.
So you had concerns, Kamari? Oh, go ahead.
I think Jay did a good job with it, but I think sometimes we as black people, when another black person gets in that power seat, we expect it just to go all black, like instantly. And no, it's a process, because even though he's Jay-Z and we look at him a certain way and he carries a certain level of weight with the community, now he's sitting there in that boardroom.
Yes.
And they're like, nigga, you need to just be happy to be on the team.
Be in the room.
So
be happy that you got a seat.
You do this much, but y'all ain't gonna be able to do all that. But I think to have a halftime show, Dr. Dre, yes, them crip walking at the Super Bowl, that was
culturally,
edgy, that was edgy
culturally
for them. They probably, had some issues, and then corporate also said Eminem can't nobody kneel, but he did it anyway. So there were some lines pushed, and I applaud Jay for putting together what he put together. I still personally say it's enough black millionaires and billionaires out there for us to start our own thing, where we don't even have to ask for permission to do whatever we want. And that frustrates me, because this weekend I was driving around, and there's this area here in Dallas called Highland Park. Highland Park is a predominantly white neighborhood. The homes are beautiful. They have their own school. They have their own police department. Some of the people, not all of them, are very prejudiced, not just against black people, other people too. And I've heard people that live in that area complain about different things that have happened to them that are, non-white. And I'm like, they got their own stores. They got their own malls here. You got your own police department, your own school district. Why can't we do that? We should be able to have our own town, and nobody come
That's
burn it
funny you
down or
said
tear
this.
it up.
I was gonna say that's usually the problem, Shawnee. They look anytime, but because I've come to the realization. This is me personally. The reason why I think that we can't have our own, because I think they realize once we pull away, then like I said, what do they really have to enjoy? They're not entertaining. Like when you and I don't mean this as any knock to, like I said, my other groups of people, but
I'm
they're
sorry.
not. Look, it is what it is.
No,
Look,
it is.
y'all know when it comes to music, when it comes to sports, and all these nefarious things, we are truly entertaining. First of all, did y'all see the quarterback for the Bengals yesterday? Did y'all see the outfit he wore into the Super Bowl? The
No,
all
Joe Burrow. I
black and
missed it.
yeah,
No, we
go
didn't have
go
him.
Google it. He had this
What's his
mean
name?
gray and
Joe
black
Burrows.
Joe Burrows. He had this mean gray and black suit on with a tough black fedora, the whole nine. I know he hang out with black people. He didn't get that from white people. Go wait till y'all pull up the picture. Wait till you pull up the picture. Pull up the picture. Pull up the
But
picture.
you know what? It's not. For us,
Oh Lord.
our culture is.
Am I lying, Shawnee? Am I lying?
Oh,
Pull up
We
the
run the
picture.
cool.
I'm
We are
getting
the
ready to
cool.
put it up here. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is
our
like.
culture is fascinating, but we are also
Oh
creatives.
Lord.
Yes.
We can make something out of nothing, and I think just in comparison to a lot of other other races, we can make something out of nothing. Just put it that way. And that is something to be envious about, because that helps us to survive. We survived centuries just on the basis of we can make something out of nothing. We are creatives. And every culture follows us in some type of way. In some type of way.
He didn't get that from no white people. He didn't.
That didn't come out of Neiman Marcus or Saks.
You understand what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at how smooth that dude looks.
With
He
the
hanging out with some
sneakers.
brothers. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
with
hanging
the
out with some
sneaks.
brothers. So
Yeah,
it
that's
is what it
good.
is. Swag,
Nice too.
it is a. Okay, sir, I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. It's doing too
Yeah.
much. It's doing a little
Jack
too
said
much.
he doing too much.
You're doing too much. Yeah, it's doing too much.
But Kanye was there. Kanye was there with his kids.
Yeah, and Kanye said he didn't want his kids on social media. I thought that was very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess, but he don't want them to have an account. He just don't want them completely there. But I think
I
it was a
don't think he
video
wants them to have accounts
because he don't should put the camera on
because the
him.
baby girl has, well,
I
the
don't
oldest
think
girl
you can take
has
anything
an
that
account.
Kanye says seriously. Sadly, just because you never know which way he's floating in the wind on any given day.
Yeah, the oldest has a account, and she went through and taped her mom and all
Yeah.
this stuff, put her on Instagram when she was in
Listen,
the
North be
bed
giving
and
it to
stuff.
Kim.
Yeah,
North
she
be
gave
giving
a
Kim a
tour of
run
the
for her
house.
money.
Yeah. So,
But
but
one
he
North,
put the
North
kids
one
on
time
there.
said, "Why you talking like that? Why did you change your voice? Why you talking to like that?" While she was trying to film a live, like do a step by step. North be calling Kim out, and it's
And kids
hilarious.
will do that to you.
Yeah,
But Kanye's kids, I have to say, yesterday at the Super Bowl, they looked like they didn't feel like being bothered with him.
no, it looked like they. Well, what happened is one of the star players for the LA Rams, which is Odell Beckham Jr., had threw actually his game glove for the game up to Kanye, and Kanye gave him to the kids, and you see the kids putting the gloves on. Actually, got a clip, Shawnee, but he did
I got
flash.
it.
They looked like they was enjoying themselves.
Them
But
kids
you
look
know
like,
what?
Daddy,
For a
get
little
this
bit.
camera out my face.
But for a little bit, but you got to think the attention span of a kid to sit and watch a football game.
They don't
Game,
understand.
yeah.
They don't understand
It's like, okay, it's cool, exciting for a little bit to be around all these people and the crowd and the atmosphere. But once the game gets going, it's like, where my
Daddy-
iPad, where my
but Daddy-
phone, I'm ready to go.
Right.
They like
And it was a start.
Where the
25,000
snacks
tickets.
at?
They don't care about
They don't care
$25,000
about
of
that.
kids.
You let them
Them
enjoy
kids
I have a
sitting there
feeling-
like,
not even
why
of
are
mine
we
that you
here?
know that.
Who
I have a
is
feeling
this?
Kanye didn't pay for those tickets.
Yeah.
I have that feeling.
He was there with 2 Chainz, Tyga, the
Yeah.
other YG rapper. It was a bunch of them there. I saw
That's
all
what
in
I
that
said.
same.
And most of the time, they don't.
Them
and it was
kids
a nice
wanted to be at
star-studded
Chuck E.
event.
Cheese.
It was a
Okay,
nice
them
star-studded
kids.
event. A lot of people. When I look back, it was a lot of different stars, sort of hanging out together. I saw Ludacris was there. I saw Miss Her was there. It was quite a few, stars in various boxes, I guess, or whatever.
Different spots.
LeBron,
you saw LeBron was getting but Shani,
was
you got a clip of Kanye kids though?
Yeah, I got the clip of Kanye. Here they are.
So we got good seats, Dorothy. Say this, these good seats. They'll give you some gloves.
North is like
his kids.
Listen, North is hilarious. No, North got a little hood.
Like
North got a little hood in her. I love her personality. It's larger than life. I love her personality. She has more personality like Kanye. Because she say what she feel and she say it. She don't care who around. She says what's on her mind. That's Kanye.
She gonna give Kim a run for her money. Well, she already giving Kim a run for her money.
All right. Let's shift into allegedly too. Well, you got one more clip for something else?
We got LeBron.
Before we wrap up. Oh, LeBron having fun, enjoying himself.
LeBron clearly loved this show. he was here for it.
It was hip hop. We all did. You wasn't standing up, rocking out with him. You wasn't sitting down on your couch.
I was rocking, and if I would have been there, I definitely was rocking. I have a friend who does high level security out there, and he sent me some clips of some stuff going on. He said the energy in there was crazy. So I get it.
Yeah, here's LeBron. Right, I think this is LeBron.
I shared that with you. I don't know if you have. And of course, people had a problem with that too. It's like
what? Because he was dancing? Because LeBron was having a good time?
And LeBron always dances, right? But people had a problem with it. It was like anything you're doing outside of the basketball, they don't like.
Yeah.
People want to put you in a box.
In the club, listen.
He should be practicing.
Everybody should have been up dancing on that song. Everybody should have got up.
I mean, think about this. In the club is kind of the new birthday song, right after Stevie Wonder.
Because y'all know the original said, "Go Shiny, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it." That's what the original said. But then I had a conversation with 50. I was like, "Listen, you don't want everybody to feel some type of way. So just say go shorty.
More inclusive.
But we know what it is." That's the birthday song. Yeah.
That is too funny. All right, we shifting gears, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know if these stories are real or factual. We can retract them at any second. We can retract and say, "I bad." Retake. But it's time for Allegedly with Sexy Mo. Sexy Mo, good morning, Allegedly. Hope you got some good stories for us here. You are muted.
What happened, Mo? Allegedly?
I still don't have an intro, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead.
Your audio cutting in and out a little bit.
Is there something going on with the internet? Can you hear me now?
You back. You back.
Can you hear me now?
The Google gremlins don't want you to tell the truth.
What's in the world? What's good?
It is. Don't nobody want me to see. Yeah, don't nobody want me to be great. Well, the baby is speaking out about his fight with Danny Lee's brother. He is claiming that it was self-defense. Now he's saying that, Danny Lee brother shouldn't have went around talking all that junk and threatening people. And yeah, he's saying basically, Brandon challenged me to a fight, to a one-on-one. Of course, we saw from the footage that clearly he was jumped. But the baby is saying, hey,
there's footage.
You threatened me.
There's footage of the baby
all
running out.
Footage
of him throwing the first punch.
Did he even throw the first punch? I think the boy was pulling his hair, and then after they got him on the ground, he tried to kick or something.
No, the baby threw the first punch.
The baby threw
the first punch. He threw a drink.
No,
Actually,
the-
baby, he missed and hit the drink. He didn't hit him. He didn't connect Kamari.
Well, he was trying to throw a punch from all the
but
way back there.
he
Right.
initiated.
He
He
wasn't trying to
initiated.
fight. The baby
he-
is the punk. The
he
baby is the
initi-
baby.
But he initiated the melee. That's
end of story.
he's gonna have problems. And what's really sad? No, come on,
Yes.
come
If
on.
somebody's in your face getting husky,
He wasn't in his face.
He was. He was.
And it was one guy.
I sent threatening message. No, the brother. He sent the messages prior. Now he's at an event saying, "Yo, what up?" He want that smoking energy. That's the aggressor. Now, it's wrong when you swing first, but he didn't hit him. But technically, you could say the aggressor was him coming in wanting all husky, wanting that smoke.
That's not what the law says.
Wait a minute.
Well,
because
one of the issues.
That's what the law says.
But we're in the streets at that point.
Listen, man,
we're talking
like-
with street code. Ain't nobody gonna come to you husky and you not be on guard, ready to steal them and catch them.
Wait a minute,
and end
Jay.
it.
So
But one of the issues when you're
you saying because Danny Lee's brother said when I see you is on site.
On site.
That's him being
That's a threat.
husky.
And
And
then
so
now we
he
face
at
to
the
face.
bowling alley minding his business, and the baby got full right to just walk in there with his crew and jump him.
Wait,
because
who was there
he
first
said-
though? I don't know if it was ever proven. Mo, who was who walked up on
so
who?
so let's go. So let's go back to the law. And I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Yes.
Let's go back to the law. If you threaten me in public, right? Because social media is considered a public forum. You threaten me and tell me when you see me, it's going to be on site. I can say that in my defense, I felt threatened. He was there. I saw him. It was an event where I didn't feel like I could leave. There's so many ways that he could spin the story. But one of the issues that the baby's going to have is that he was the aggressor on camera. Forget what happened before then. He escalated the situation by throwing a punch first or swinging first.
Smacking the soda.
So yes. Now his defense, of course, he's going to have good lawyers, so his defense might try to use the fact that the baby felt threatened for his life because of previous threats that were made openly against his life. But nothing is going to negate the fact that they jumped him. Nothing's going to negate the fact that it wasn't a one-on-one altercation. Nothing's going to negate the fact that while one of your boys had him down, why didn't you walk away?
Why didn't you walk away before sending the punch? You could have left, went the opposite direction. I'm sure they're going to ask all those questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to cost him. So regardless, it's going to cost him.
And nobody tried to de-escalate the situation. So all of these things get looked at in the matter of law. And I think one of the things that's really holding us back as a people is we want to talk about the streets. The streets are a white construct that was created to trap us. I mean, I don't think enough of us are talking about that. I wish we would though. But we go according to the street code, and all that street code does is get us locked up or killed. And who does that benefit at the end of the day? So when cats is out here talking about they real ends and we real street dudes, to me that tells me you're pledging allegiance to white supremacy, but nobody really wants to think about it that much.
Well, speaking of street code, Kamari, I'm glad you brought that up. Go ahead. You got a clip, Shawnee?
Oh,
yeah, so this is the thing. Let's take let me take so we can see Mo. There we go. So this is him walking up to Danny Lee's brother.
No, that was after the fact. We don't know what led up before that. We don't know what escalated.
Stop.
Now what was happening?
It doesn't make a difference what happened before that. The fact
that's
is,
another angle.
To a point that Kamari just made, if you walk up to somebody and we said it's on when we see each other, you could still take a moment, quote unquote, and have a conversation. There was no conversation. Baby walked up and started swinging. So
maybe it was a conversation prior to that.
But the conversation was not one in that moment where it looked like cooler heads were prevailing. If I say to you, Jay Black, or if I see you on site, and I happen to know based off of another day you was on here, you from the street, you're about that life. Yes,
no, I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm really not. It's consequences of life. Please, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no law. I don't want no problems. I'm really
now
not.
where
They
those
got
The
that
young me,
life.
though, the
but
young me in the 20s,
oh,
yeah, I was reckless and didn't care. It's whatever.
okay, but to that point, there could have been a conversation even in that moment. He walked up, and if you look, he lunged across the whole situation. All of those dudes standing there. Jay Black, if I'm really trying to fight you, am I gonna go, yo, Amir, hold up? Was and again, we saw a whole camera crew there. So this was a stage situation for the baby to get, his street cred and or as
But that's
again, Kamari just pointed to, and keep all of that, going so that people think that he's tougher than he is. Stop.
But
Stop. You
that's
could have just had a real
Amir. Come on.
I
conversation.
have to
That's
admit
real
something,
quick.
y'all.
But that's why I thought that the baby was already there and they were filming him just out at an event, and the Danny Lee's brother came to the bowling alley or where he was at. I'm thinking
But
there already was a production happening with the cameras, and maybe he came to him.
So, but hold on, y'all. Hold on. I have to admit this. I'm like the king of ratchetness on some days. Some days I get caught up in ratchetness. So I actually, and Mo, I hope I'm not stepping on your stuff, but I actually watch this in my normal social media voyeurism days. So I watched this video, and I watched several others, and I also watched Danny Lee's brother respond. So Danny Lee's brother was there. He admitted that. He said it himself. He was there. He was there by himself. And clearly there was some type of conversation that happened before this, but it didn't come to blows. And then this happened a little bit later on. So I'm sticking with it. The mayor agrees with me. He's in the wrong. The baby has a long history of doing dumb stuff. He's too successful to keep doing this dumb stuff. He just got let out of off of punishment for his gay comments, and he's still doing stuff. I mean, he shot a man. There's other video footage of him putting his hands on people. I don't think this is going to go for him.
Girl who
No,
tried
this
to
is
take a
not going.
picture of him.
Or the cell phone.
This is not going away.
Yeah,
guys, this is not going away. He's going to have to pay with this. And it's not that Brandon has to press charges. The state can amass enough evidence against him and move forward with the case against him. So that's one of his legal issues that may arise. Second, there may be a civil suit, because let's face it, Brandon might sit back and say, you know what? Let me get this money for both of us, sis.
Cut the check.
Well, the bowling alley is suing.
Yes. And well, the bowling alley wants like $250,000. And sometimes in those suits, because they have insurance and they go through the insurance, sometimes the way the insurance is set up, it will not allow you to double dip. So that might be on his side, because they did have, they have to have event insurance when they have events at some of these places. So that may work in his favor.
If it's the bowling alley that put it on, if a promoter put it on, then the promoter has to have the insurance. So I guess then the bowling alley would have to sue the promoter, who would then go after the baby.
But here's the real sad part. Here's the real sad part about this. These gentlemen are family. There's a family tie here that clearly is severed, and Danny Lee has had some other issues also, so I'm not going to say she is without any guilt. But
what, Jay?
No, I said I didn't think of it that way. That's his son's uncle.
So this is going to be an issue for a long time, and this is how we got to start looking at this stuff. How is this going to affect the baby? Not the baby, the rapper. I'm talking about the actual baby. Yeah. Danny Lee's son. Like, how is that going to, and the baby's son? Like, how is this going to affect them? And it's sad that we're not thinking about more of this stuff, because that could have been a conversation.
He had a baby by him. See, that's one of the things I was talking about earlier today.
But also, Danny Lee's brother knows his sister be tripping on certain things. So it's hard to get into, and I'm not trying to, please hear me, I'm not trying to justify fighting your significant others or baby moms or anything like that. But we know stuff comes up sometimes. And if you want to bring your brother and your family into every situation that comes in, it just gets messy. The brother and the baby should have had a separate conversation off camera. And I do think the baby, Danny Lee's brother, was wrong for all that stuff on social. But there should have been a conversation saying, yo, what's really the deal? What's really the deal? Because
Kamara, you're thinking from a place of intelligence. You're thinking of from a place of.
And isn't that the goal here, folks? So we got to
well,
put that out.
Brandon attempted that. Brandon attempted to have a conversation with him. I'm not talking about at the bowling alley. I'm talking about prior to all of this. So
yes, but not before stealing was perceivably his manhood, challenging his manhood in an open forum. Right. So that right there is like fuel on a fire to somebody like the baby.
Too much ego.
He's not going to let that go because it ruins his street cred and his hip hop persona of being this tough guy or being this guy you don't want to challenge.
The baby messed up though, big time.
He did. And there's consequences and repercussions to everything that you do. And we can't. But what's really crazy is that we canceled him for the slurs and gender slurs and talking about gay people, right? And HIV. But us as a culture, we're not canceling him over this.
Oh, it's different.
Well, so let that sink in. We're not canceling him over this.
I was like, he for that, I was just like, okay, that's his opinion. He can say whatever he wants on stage. But for this right here, like, and it keeps getting worse and worse. First, you put your baby mama on blast on camera. You didn't even.
We're not canceling him for that.
When have we ever canceled somebody for two guys fighting?
We're not going to cancel. But my point is,
we should.
But
first of all, let's be clear.
The other
cancel culture is.
Are y'all canceling the baby? I'm canceling the baby. What y'all?
Cancel culture is whack, in my opinion.
Yeah, but our culture cancel. It was on the bandwagon to cancel him over slurs about gender, about gender identity, and about sexual.
I don't know that was our community.
It was black people. There were black people who also pushed the agenda of you need to apologize. Let's cancel him. He's homophobic. He's this. He's that. But when it comes to, it wasn't like. But when it comes to there were other people on social media dragging him. Okay. And they look just like me and you, but nobody's talking about canceling him for fighting another black man or doing or having violence towards having violence towards another black person. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Can I just chime in here? I'm just gonna keep it 1,000 for me. Mm-hmm. The baby, Lil Baby, side babies.
We like Lil Baby though.
Lil Baby okay though. Lil Baby okay.
Let me just say I'm canceling all of these little babies. They're all terrible. And this isn't the angry uncle or anything like that. They all are terrible. And I'm gonna prove it to you. So this weekend I went out. A friend of mine took me out. She said, "Amir, let's go out, whatever." I haven't been out in a while because the game has changed. Long story short, we go to this club. A DJ friend of mine was DJing, so I was like, cool, I know I'm gonna get some good music from him. Mm-hmm. He took a second though and let another gentleman get on the turntables for an hour. I don't remember the DJ's name, so I'm not gonna put him on blast. But the guy kept on saying, I'm gonna play some of this cool music and then we gonna get into, the turn up. So he was playing Mario and he was playing, Sleeping in My Bed, all the stuff that we dance to and everybody's hyped. The whole club rocking, everybody dancing. Oh, okay. He said, all right, it's time to turn up. And he put on the babies and all the, and when I tell you the club went to people just on their phone, looking up stuff, I was like, so I'm just going to say this for me personally. You can cancel all of them, not because I think that they're fighting too much. Their music is trash. Let's keep it 1,000. It's trash.
I'm with you.
I'm actually a Lil Baby fan.
I am a Little Baby fan. Yeah,
I'm a Little Baby fan. My favorite.
A Lil Baby. Yeah.
Oh, Lil Baby. Okay, Lil Baby.
I mean, honestly, I am a fan of the Baby as well. Musically. But I'm a hip hop kid, and I just believe that you gotta like it all. Well, you gotta at least listen to it all. So I try to listen to it all from back in the 70s to current day. So I listen to it all.
No.
Yeah.
Well, wherever you were, Amir, that DJ missed DJ 101.
He didn't know his crowd.
You didn't know your audience.
But here's the thing: the crowd was predominantly young people, so I wasn't mad. I was just laughing because in my mind, you telling me that like I said, you're gonna turn up.
It's the turn up,
but they on their phones.
And nobody.
Yeah, that's the turn up. It's the.
When I think of turn up, I don't think of the Baby and Lil Baby. I don't think of those joints for the turn up. Midnight, as far as midnight, let's go.
It made me laugh. I was like, All I'm saying is y'all showing is a little suspect. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I don't hate it. I know it's
Ellie
not my
wrapping us
music,
up.
and I'm fine with that. I
Right.
do. It just doesn't resonate with me. I like music that
Came to
resonates
it.
with me.
I love
It
it.
does something. My soul's happy. It sounds the exact same. The production's the same. They voice. I'm like, what happened? What happened to the individuality?
A lot of that is
Everybody
very
I know
true.
says,
A lot of that is true. You're not telling any lies.
you understand what I'm saying? That's the real problem that I have with, this current format of music. Like I always say, you never confused Anita Baker with Stephanie Mills. You didn't.
Right.
You heard Stephanie Mills, you're like, that's Stephanie Mills. You heard Anita Baker, that's Anita Baker. To the point about all these babies, you got to Google it and or Shazam it and then go, oh, okay, that's who that is.
All these babies.
All these babies.
All these baby kids. These baby kids.
All right. So
Well,
that's just me
yes.
speaking to me. Like I said, I
Yes.
don't hate these kids. It's just not my music. So I'm like, look, I'll let these kids live. I just can't do this. So when y'all throw the old school on, you can invite me to the dance floor. Other than that, I'm sitting on the side like this.
Never too much, never too much, never too much.
I am gonna save
we didn't have
my
artists that we got.
yeah. I'm gonna save my Will Smith and Bel Air series recap for tomorrow.
Okay.
And Kodak Black. We didn't get into Kodak Black. We got to talk about the Justin Bieber having the thug life parties.
Yeah,
Kodak Black, and then we got a
Hoodlin
dad
Justin Bieber.
catching. We got a dad catching fire too for not.
I
taking
will
his child
definitely
to
make
school.
sure I hit those tomorrow.
Yes. So thank everyone. Thanks Amir for popping in, Kamari, for Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo, J Black, Michael Sean. You fight for everything in life, including parking spots, the big slice of pizza. Fight for your freedom is Black History Month.
We ain't had a Black History moment, but from Jay Black in a minute. What's happening?
Yes.
We'll do one
Tomorrow we got to start with that.
Yeah, we could do a couple of them. Yeah. So tomorrow we have some fun. It's Tuesday. Mike should be
We
back
are Black
tomorrow.
History.
Yes, we are. We are Black History. Facts. All right, we out. See y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts.